right, so prices in bullish momentum. Clearly see on the chart chat that we're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart.
The D-Money Show.
Out of that trade chat for 20 points, you're seeing it live here on YouTube. D-Money, who's rocking like us? Riding the EMAs. We're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart, kind of map those out. You can see how every time price puts in a low. So I would not be surprised if 26,000 level gets taken today. It's your wrong, baby. I'm back in the BDH. I'm feeling good. The next candle continues to grind higher to the upside. I wrote this momentum up to 900. This is the year 2026 and I'm trying to make a little money. All right, guys, drop a W in the chat for that. Who made money on that trade? Let's go. All right, guys, there's 20 points. That boy good. That boy good. Tune in, guys, Monday through Friday, live from the BDH, the D-Money Show. Let's go. All right. Yo, yo, yo. What up? What up? What up? What up, guys? We back like we never left. Yes, yes, yes. It's a holiday, guys. It's MLK Day. But we back. The BDH is operational, guys. We got an audit today. We got an audit on the stream, so let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 177 Racer, what up? The fun at Trader NQ, the BDH never stops. When you write, player. When you write, you write. Yeah, a lot of these guys took the day off, but we grinding, guys. We are grinding. Christian, nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Good morning from Cancun. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, chat. So had a pretty good weekend, right? Had my daughter yesterday. Spent some time with her, and I mean, guys, too blessed to be stressed. Spent some time with her yesterday and hung out, guys, and ready for the week. So let's kind of talk about this Florida weather, chat, real quick. So, you know, I got to provide you the daily forecast for the D-Money Show in the AM. So it's approximately 50 degrees. The low overnight was 46, and the high today is going to be 67. So Florida, I love you. Iguanas falling off trees. Yeah. Hey, that's actually a true. That's actually a fact. Right? They kind of go into hibernation type deal, fall asleep and pass out. So, where's PW? You never know. You never know where PW is, guys. You know, PW does his own thing, man. Like you never know when he's gonna pop up. You never know when he's gonna make an appearance. So I would say stay tuned. I know he's been doing a lot of fishing, guys. Doing some things behind the scenes. So let's go. Betting a lot of money. PW's been betting a lot of money on these games, guys. I think he's hooked. Did he buy an icebreaker? So I know he's looking at some other some Pokemon cards, all that stuff, guys. So you never know. Isn't market closed today? So the stock market is closed, but the futures market is open until 12:45 approximately. Let's go. Do I recommend any books for trading? Trading in the Zone is a really good book. Trading in the Zone. So if you're rocking out with D-Money today, I appreciate the support, guys, on a bank holiday. We got a giveaway today. Let's go. So we'll let me get into the chart and kind of map this out, guys. So what do we got? We had a gap down overnight. We had a gap down, so let's go. You can kind of see that on the chart, guys. Friday's high was 25,891. The low was 25,591.50, and we had a gap to the downside, and we're still kind of selling off. So it remains to be seen how we're going to open up. It's going to be interesting, guys. But yeah, that gap was, right now we're basically down about 336 points from the low, right? The low of that, the sell-off was about 340 plus points. So it'll be interesting to see how we open up today, chat. We are what I'm seeing on the chart right now, and I got to keep that in mind on the daily chart. So the last time we were in this area, we had a reaction back to opposite direction, and which could be in play today due to the fact that we had a sell-off. We had a gap down at the open, right? So this is going to be a reactionary level back up. Remains to be seen. The current daily candle has a very small top wick, chat. So that's also a little interesting on the daily chart. Can I do gold? Yeah, I don't trade gold. So I don't actually kind of reference gold. I don't trade gold at all. But the way that I trade, I'm a momentum trader. I know PW trades momentum as well. We're looking for momentum, chat, in either direction, and we want to try to join that momentum. So I leverage the EMAs as well, looking for EMA crosses, huge candles, which kind of signify momentum in the market, and I try to join the party in that direction. So we'll kind of see how we open up today. It'll be interesting. Oh man, somebody said forget gold, and they used some pretty explicit language to kind of amplify that. What up, D? How crazy is Caleb Williams? Man. Yeah, guys, I was actually talking with PW about that. This guy, instead of just running the ball, to be honest, I personally think they should have just ran the ball, chat. Ran the ball down a little bit, right? I think they needed probably 20 to 25 more yards to be in field goal range, and then they probably would have won the game. So he decides to sling it downfield and get an interception. So, but, I mean, they had a really good season. Can we not talk about that game, Tom? Yeah, Tom, are you in Chicago? Are you based out of Chicago? I was rooting for him, to be honest, but man, you hate to see it end like that, chat. Tonight, speaking of that, tonight, guys, we have the University of Miami. Let's go. Championship game, 7:30, chat. Where are we watching the game tonight, D-Money? I'm gonna be with your boo watching the game. With your boo? No, I'm just joking. I'll probably be at home watching the game, chat. It gets a little crazy, man. Like, it's sometimes you can't really enjoy it, right? Like, if you go out somewhere, it's a little crazy, so. So we getting ready for market open. We're still kind of building up, chat. We got a little bit over 18 minutes left. Kind of see how this thing opens up today, so it'll be interesting. Miami coach is terrible. Harbaugh Cristobal, you're saying he's terrible? How is he terrible? They're in the championship game. I don't get that. Your inner Jerome came out. Yeah, it was a joke. I was just joking, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We will be, you know, it sounds like Jerome made an appearance on Friday, chat. So I'm sure there'll be some video of that being uploaded to the channel. This guy Jerome, man, got his own clothing deal and unbelievable, guys. Becker 43 saw you yesterday at Cheesecake on Las Olas. Was gonna say hello, but you weren't alone. Oh man, guys, what? How am I keep getting spotted now? I gotta get PW to put me back in the afternoon, guys. Ever since I've been in the morning, there's been two people. There's somebody else last week that said they spotted me somewhere else. I never got spotted when I was in the afternoon, chat. Yeah, that was me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I had a BDH shirt on, guys. I try to rep the BDH as much as possible. I think I had a BDH shirt on yesterday. I went to Cheesecake Factory on Las Olas, picked up some breakfast for me and my daughter. Let's go. So yeah, that was me. That was me. Not gonna lie. You're a star now, man. I appreciate the kind words, guys. But yeah, so we'll kind of see how today shapes out, chat. Obviously, we had that gap down at market open last night. I know PW actually took some longs. I saw that as well, right? He posted that. Looks like he was in some longs on a retracement back to the upside. So let's go. D-Money, good morning, boss man. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Today is a U.S. bank holiday. Yeah, it is. But futures market is open until 12:45, I believe. So we rocking out, guys. Make no mistake about it. Out here trying to make a little money. Do me a solid, guys. We got almost 2,000 people tuned into the show. It's only 9:14. For the last, I think, all of last week, guys, we actually hit 1,000 likes before 9:30. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Looks like we were at 330 likes. Oh, man. We know PW is there. So PW actually has something pinned in the chat, guys. He said, who's trading the Miami, Indiana game, right? Get $10 bonus with code PW and deposit $100 at Kalshi. Let's go. Soon you'll be swarmed with fans everywhere you go. Yeah. I hope not. I love you. But I do respect that person. They didn't say hi. I mean, guys, I'm not, you know, if you saw me, you can say what's up, right? I'm not I think you guys know that I'm not one of those guys that you can't speak to, right? But I was rocking out with my daughter yesterday. Had my daughter yesterday, so let's go. Indiana gonna crush Miami? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. So, all right. So, quick, kind of broke down what I've seen in the market on the higher time frame. You can kind of tell, right? So, look at your 4-hour chart, chat. This is what I'm seeing on the 4-hour chart. It's very interesting. The last time we were in this area, we had a reaction back the opposite direction. So, I'm kind of keeping an eye on that, especially after we had a gap down at market open last night. So, that's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, chat. So we're going to continue with more selling pressure and kind of come down and re-challenge these lows that's kind of sitting down here at 24,900. So if we lose the previous lows that were established on the chart, we could be headed down to kind of revisit these lows, 25,900. If we expand back to the upside to attempt to fill the gap, then obviously we're headed back to like 25,600. So today's gonna be a little interesting, chat. So let's do a poll. Let's see. Let's see how the chat's feeling. So I'm gonna drop a poll in the chat, and we'll kind of see how the chat is feeling about this market open. So I'm curious to see how many people feel like we're gonna go up at the open. There you go. So the poll's been dropped, chat. Let's see how you guys are feeling out there. Can we get Jerome's view on the market? That's the best Red Bull right now. Yeah, it is. Fuji apple and ginger. Let's go. You gotta love it. Bank holidays, so no power to go up. I don't know about that. The way you got to look at it, we had power to go down, right? So if we had power to go down, we probably got power to go up. What's my trading goals this year? That's a good question. That's a really good question. My goal, guys, is to try to pull out a couple $100,000 in payouts this year. That's the goal, chat. Also to be more patient, and I know you guys think I'm super patient, but try to be more patient, wait for A+ setups, and try to hold. When I'm kind of like referring to being more patient and more about waiting, letting the trades kind of play out. Holding for longer, guys, right? Some of these trades I'm cutting short, and I want to hold some of these trades longer, especially when I'm going off the higher time frame, the 1 hour or 4 hour chart. I'm surprised BDH Jerome is not the Jerome that's being criminally investigated and not Jerome Powell. Oh, man. Price is going up. That's basic trading. Yeah. Yeah, right now, I mean, even if I'm bearish, I would probably want to see price kind of get some kind of retracement back the opposite direction and then kind of sell off. So, but we'll see. We'll see how we open up, chat. Right now, we got 55% of the chat feels that we're going to be going up at market open. That's 555 votes so far. So we'll kind of see how as we get a little closer to the market open, how that shapes out. Rio Trades, D-Money, what's good from Atlanta? Hey, what's up? How are you? I'm sure you probably seen Jerome out and about somewhere in the ATL. So I had a missed call last night, guys, from a Atlanta area code. So I did not pick up, guys. I only know one person that lives in Atlanta, and that's Jerome. So I did not pick up, chat. He can call PW. PW just posted and said he's retired. What's that about? Well, I mean, guys, when you the biggest and the largest, I mean, you know, PW can do what he wants, chat. I know he's been doing a lot of fishing. I know he has more fishing coming up in another tournament. I know he's out and about, guys. You never know. You never know. Guys, come on. The man is retired. Don't piss him off. Oh, man. So, nevertheless, we getting ready, guys. We getting ready for the market open. Starting to approach. Yeah, it's going to be open. The 9:30, yeah. It'll still be that time frame. You'll still get, yeah, some volatility. Saw Jerome at the Jacksonville game wearing the Dolphins gear. Let's go. Yeah, he probably, that was probably out of my closet, chat. I definitely have some Dolphin gear, but I don't know why he would have it since he lives in ATL, but you never know. Can't see my chart? Yeah, you can't see my chart because it's not on the screen. So this is my chart. So I have obviously the daily mapped out from Friday. I kind of talked about it. We're kind of hanging out right now in a 4-hour, if you want to call it like a support area, chat. Last time we were here, we had a retracement all the way back up to about 700 points to 26,000. So this is a very interesting area on the higher time frame. So we will see how we open up. Looking like a short setup. It could be. So my job is to try to ride the momentum in either direction. So I'm going to let price open up and pick a direction. And I'm going to try to join that direction. So I want to follow the momentum. That's the plan. We have almost 2,900 people tuning into the show, guys. I appreciate the support. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We're at 600 likes. We've been at 1,000+ likes every day. So want to see if I can keep that streak going. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. Low volume expected today because of the holiday. You never know. So got to see what we get, right? Good time to lower your size. Yeah. Might not be a bad idea. Guys, I just got something that dropped in here, chat. Give me a second here. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's being a little weird. 1 second here, guys.
Hey, have you heard? Have you heard the news? That's right. Lucid Trading just dropped the all-new Black plan. They had the Lucid Flex recently. They got Lucid Direct. And they got Lucid Black. I don't know if this is like some inspiration from the Amex, American Express Black card or something like that. Who knows? AJ, he got a big forehead, so that might have had something to do with it. But check it out. Right now, 40% off. Use the code PW. I hope DMONEY's over there making some money because everybody trying to make a little bit of money. It's Monday, and the Lucid Trading Black accounts, you got the 25K, the 50K, the 100K account. The cool thing about these accounts is there's only 60% consistency, or there is a 60% consistency rule in the eval, and then a 40% consistency rule while you're funded. They've got some new bonuses, some new payout plans, and all that fun stuff. If you want to learn more, check them out. Get paid in as little as 3 days. So imagine you tune into the D-Money show on a Monday, you pass the eval on a Tuesday, you make a little bit of money on a Wednesday, a little bit of money on a Tuesday, and a little bit of money on a Friday. Well, on a Monday, you're going to get paid, or maybe on a Friday. I don't know exactly how it works, but hey, that's basically 5 days. 2 days in the eval, 3 days in the funded account, 5 days to get paid. Lucid Black, it's happening. Use the code PW, the biggest, the largest. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the D-Money show. I'm out of here. See y'all later on.
All right, guys. So PW making an appearance, kind of talking about those new Lucid Black plans, guys, and got some good news. Don't you worry, we got some good news, chat. We're gonna give away 3 50K Lucid Black accounts today. Let's go. So you never know what you're gonna get, guys. You never know what you're gonna get. So stay tuned for that. But we got 3 accounts to give away. Obviously, Lucid Black accounts right now, they're 40% off using the code PW. Let's go. So we're getting ready for market open. We got a couple minutes left, and we'll kind of see how this thing opens up today. Huge top wick on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, but I see that. When you write, you right. Yeah, you're referring to this wick right here. I see it kind of rejecting the 50 EMA. I see that. 58% of the chat feels that we're going to go up at open. We got 1,300 votes so far. And we have 840 likes, guys. We're pretty close. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Let's go. We rocking out, guys. We know a lot of these guys are taking the day off, but we here rocking at the VDH. Giving you what you want, giving you what you need. After passing Lucid Black, is there not a 50% of profits to withdraw after passing? Yeah, so so the thing with Lucid Black, you do have a 40% consistency rule when funded, 60% during the evaluation phase, payouts every 3 days, chat. So there's a lot of advantages. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end the poll, chat, because we're getting ready for market open here. Got about 15 seconds left. We're at 971 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already, if you're not subscribed to the channel. Let's go. We're getting ready for the open, and here we go. We're open, guys. So let's see how we open up here. I'm gonna wait for price to kind of establish itself. We hit 1,000 likes, chat. I appreciate that. I love you. Isn't it today a holiday? Yes, it is, but the market's open. We here grinding, guys. So I'm gonna let this thing open up. Probably wait for at least the first 5-minute candle to kind of establish itself, chat, and go from there. So right now we're kind of selling down a little bit, rejecting the 14 and 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart so far. So gonna be patient, chat. What am I referring to as far as the open? So yeah, 9:30. So even if the stock market's open, chat, this is where you're gonna get some volatility, right? Typically, right at 9:30. So we'll see. There's more volume during Christmas and New Year. Yeah. I mean, you got to take what you can get, though, guys. We'll see what happens here. Let the candle kind of open up. This is the 1 hour chart so far. Kind of flat, right? So far, flat open so far. I'll map out the first high and low of this current 5-minute candle, and then we'll kind of see if we can get a setup off the ORB. Oh man, you gotta love the chat. I traded the open candle. Nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting, chat. All right, so there's some selling pressure to the downside. We got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. Keep in mind, guys, so the 4-hour chart right now, it does look bearish. Right, you got a lot of selling pressure on the 4-hour chart. You got a nice long wick at the top. It's about 75 points. Last time we were kind of like in this area, we had a reaction back the opposite direction. Right now we're bearish. We do have a bearish EMA cross on the 5-minute chart as well. You have more likes than the NQ up. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, just gotta wait, chat, right? Waiting for this candle. So I'm not gonna enter a trade until the ORB, at least the 5-minute ORB set. So it's starting to kind of sell off a little bit here. High of the current 5-minute candle, 25,297. So I'm just mapping out the ORB. High and low. $258.75. All right, so the two black lines on your chart, chat, 25,297 and 25,258.75. That's the high and low so far of the current 5-minute candle. And we got about 15 seconds left. Hi, good morning to you, TradingView. Do I need to pay an extra fee? You can log in through typically your broker that you have. You sign in. So if you have Apex, you can log into Apex through Tradeovate. All right, so bearish 5-minute candle, chat. All right, we're below the ORB. We'll like a candle closure below the ORB low, just in case it kind of snaps back the opposite direction. 1-hour chart, super bearish right now. 4-hour chart is bearish, putting in a new low, right, compared to these lows sitting here from January 2nd, chat. We just swiped that low. So we just took out basically 25,265. That's been kind of sitting there since January 2nd. So I want a candle closure below the ORB, chat. So kind of being patient here. 15-minute candle so far. If you're a 15-minute ORB trader, you do see the bearish momentum kind of building to the downside. Closure below the RB, then you wait for a retest and rejection. Yeah, ideally, that's what I would want. Ideally. But I at least want a candle closure like below it, and then maybe some kind of small retest, maybe up to like 255, and then we sell off. So if we lose momentum here on the 4-hour chart, there's really nothing that I can see that's going to stop us until we kind of get down to these levels here. I kind of talked about earlier, right? 25,000 like 223 or 25,181. So see how this candle closes out. We got about 3 minutes left on the current 5-minute candle. Oh man, you gotta love the chat. All right, right back inside of the ORB for now, chat. That's why we wait. So no trade so far for me. We are right back inside of the 5-minute opening range so far. Somebody said they're in the long. Okay. All right. I feel you. Not mad at you. But yeah, I don't see a position yet for me based on how I trade. I need to go short, I need price below the ORB 5-minute opening range. And for longs, I preferably want it back above 25,297. So the long, see you tomorrow. I'm long, see you tomorrow. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I like. Now I'm aware that we swiped like I said, the 4-hour previous low, chat, that was kind of sitting there. We swiped that low. So if this snaps back the opposite direction, I wouldn't be surprised. But I also know that I need to be patient and kind of let this market set up a little bit. So I'm not gonna rush into a setup. If this closes below the ORB, then that to me is bearish, and maybe we drop lower. So we got about a minute left. We got 4,400 people tuned into the show, guys. I appreciate the support on a bank holiday. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. We're at 1,100 likes. All right, so yeah, the game plan for me, chat, waiting for this candle to close out. We'll see how it if it can close below 25,258.75. If that's the case, then would be short bias because we're below the ORB. My stop would be basically back above this current candle's high for a short, trying to ride this thing down to maybe 220 or lower. So that would be the game plan. And we'll see how this closes. So it's looking like it's going to be below the ORB. All right. So it closed below, chat. So I'm going to 268 would be my stop loss on this trade. So I wanted to push up a little bit, form some kind of top wick, maybe off of like 257, somewhere there, and then kind of sell back down. Right? Trap some people maybe trying to ride this back up. So just being a little patient here. There's the pop to the upside. There's 258, right back to the opening range low, chat. And it's right back inside the range so far. So being a little patient here. All right. So if you're a bear, you want price to kind of reject this level, guys, and sell back down. And kind of go down and revisit 219 or lower. basically respecting the high of 267. All right, guys, I'm trying to short. So I'm actually short. Entry was 251. My stop is going to be back above 267, guys. So I want to see if I can ride this down to maybe come down and test like 218 or lower. We rejected the ORB, so thought process is that we kind of head back to the downside, right? If this breaks back above 268, then I don't want to be in a trade, chat. So we'll see if this can kind of flush down, trap some people trying to go long here. So I want momentum to kind of step in here and take us lower, chat. $220 would basically be pretty good take profit if we can kind of get going here with momentum to the downside, guys. That's the top of the zone that I drew out on the 4-hour chart. So see if we can get going. All right, so looking at the 4-hour chart, chat, this is that box that I have drawn out. Keep an eye on it. So if we flush here, we could very well maybe even 210 or lower, right, inside of that gray box. So that's the higher time frame, like support area, the closest one that I see on the higher time frame. So that's why I'm kind of targeting that area. Entry was 247. And you just kind of want follow through here or flush to the downside, chat. So right now, it's trying, right? It's trying to flush. Chart looks locked. Yeah, so this is, all right, so higher time frame, thought process, right? We kind of reject it here. Maybe we sell down and trap some of these people, maybe even down to 200, but we need momentum to kind of step in, chat. All right, there's more downside. Just wanted to kind of pick up, right? And with momentum, guys, take us lower. Big gap 600 area. Yeah, it could. So yeah, I just need the volume to kind of, and we know that it's a bank holiday. Okay, it's trying, chat. It's trying. Come on, baby. Come on, man. All right, there's 240. All right, so we'll kind of see. Yeah, top of that gray box, that's what I'm looking at, chat. 221 is actually the very top of it. It just needs to kind of pick up steam, and it's kind of stalling out a little bit. But based off the higher time frame, that's the level that could get revisited. And you can kind of see real quick on the 4-hour chart. This is that box that I'm referring to, chat. So the top of that box is 220, and it can go as low as 180 if we really get steam to the downside. Momentum to the downside, guys. We got almost 4,800. We got 4,800 people tuned into the show. I appreciate the support, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. Somebody said no momentum today, boss. Yeah, when you're right, you're right. So, lower time frame, we're below the EMAs. Got to watch this 5-minute candle, guys. I don't want it back inside the ORB. We had a low put in of 236, was right at like 9 points. And we had a reaction back, right? The opposite direction right now. So I was up about 9 points on the trade, and we could not flush down to the downside. So, and we're right back to the ORB. So I do not want us back inside the opening range of 25,000, like 260 guys or higher, right? Because that would be bad for shorts. You kind of want, I want this level to hold and sell right back down would be ideal. So 30-minute chart, it is bearish, but it's starting to kind of wick back up. So that's not great. 1-hour chart, it is bearish. I am seeing that. The 1-hour chart's bearish, chat. Long wick, right, at the top with some exhaustion, but it's trying to push back the opposite direction. So if we kind of get back inside the ORB, I'm gonna close this trade out because I don't want to see that happen. And we just snap right back, right? So I want it to basically hold this level. And sell down, but we shall see, chat. So yeah, pot right back to 260, so that's not great. So entry on the trade was 48, right at 48, 25,248. So down about 13 points on the trade, chat. And it's kind of yoking back. So this is what I didn't want to see. So I'm going to close this trade out, guys. Right back inside the opening range. Gotta love it. 5-minute chart is trying to push like they want to send this back to the 14 EMA, 25,283. So that's not great. So that trade is closed out, chat. For a loss, snap right back inside the ORB, which is not great. And we'll have to wait for the next setup. Was up like 9 points on the trade and could not get momentum to kind of flush lower. So that happens. So now the question is going to be, is this the V-shaped recovery? To head higher? I would have taken those 10 points. Yeah, it just, I wanted to flush through and it didn't happen, right? So So now I gotta wait, chat, to kind of see how this current 15-minute candle kind of plays out, and I can draw the 15-minute opening range, the high and low, map it out, and we're kind of right back inside of that 15-minute ORB. Went into a short on gold. Wish me luck. Same for you, DMONEY. Yeah, I didn't short gold. Yeah, I'm not shorting gold. Snatched up 10 points on that trade. Didn't want to get too greedy on this slow day. Yeah, probably a good idea, right? If I would have took my points, I would have been fine, guys. So, and it's pushing back up. So, let's see the low of this candle, 240.25. So the opening range is set, 15-minute chart. So this is your 15-minute opening range, chat. I didn't mean putting a question sign. Sorry, I meant good luck to you too. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, man. Yeah, guys, I mean, sometimes you don't get the follow through, right? So I tried to hold it for more downside, and we're right back inside the opening range. So uh, 5-minute chart is right at the 14 EMA. So it's going to be interesting here what happens, because this is either going to be a continuation to the upside with momentum, or we're going to reject back down and go lower. So waiting to see. Could be a range day. Yeah, it could be. So right now, I mean, you gotta call it what it is. Right now, you got like some kind of V-shaped recovery forming until we start to sell back off. Like if we sell down here, yeah, and like look at the pump, chat, right? So yeah, so for me now, we're right at the top of the range. We're right at the top. We're hanging out right above the 14 EMA. After we had that kind of sell-off, so this could have been a swipe of those lows, and then we expand higher, guys. So for me right now, no shorts in play because we're hanging out above the 14 EMA. So I would be long bias until we break down. So if we break down back below the 14 EMA, then that's short-term bearish for me. But if we stay above the 14 and we head higher, we're headed up to 305 and then probably maybe even 400. So we'll kind of see how this current 5-minute candle reacts, chat, at this level. So we're at the top of the opening range, 25,297. And I mean, I find it hard to believe at this point, guys, since we swiped those lows down there, that there's a huge possibility that we had higher. So gonna try a long, chat. So I'm in a long. Entry was 296. All right, there's a pop. There's 10 points. And I'm targeting, I want to see if we can get up to maybe 358. That's the 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So you can kind of see how 5-minute chart chat, we're holding the 14 EMA. We're right at the 50 EMA. So, and it's kind of shaping out. It's kind of shaping up like V-shaped recovery. All right, there's the pop, chat. All right, entry was 296. Up close to 15 points on the trade. Let's go. All right. And I think this 347 level could be in play, chat. But all right, there's 315. $312. $315. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. Come on, man. There's 20 points, chat. Let's go. All right, I'm going to take the 20-point win, guys. We'll take that trade off. And we'll wait for this candle to close. All right, so let's see if this candle can close above the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, chat. So if you took that trade, that was a 20-point plus call out. Do me a solid, hit, drop a W in the chat. And I like how we're closing here, guys. Right? So this is positive if you're a bull. We're closing above the 50 EMA. So if I go to the 15-minute chart and I map out where the 50 EMA is, it's actually at 25,361. So I saw the momentum kind of building on a 5-minute chart. You got like a V-shape, a nice V-shaped recovery here that kind of formed after swiping the opening range low of 25,240. So let's go. All right, so now, yeah, I mean, I would want price to basically respect the opening range high of 25,297 because we just had a breakout, right? So I wanted to respect 25,297 and not get back below there. And if that's the case, if we can kind of hold that level, then I'm looking for another long to take us up past these highs up here at like 25,344, chat. All right, 15-minute chart looks bullish. So I like the longs here, guys. I'm going to try another long and see if I can ride this momentum to kind of snap up here and take out 348 or higher. So entry on the trade was 319, targeting these highs up here at 347. And I want to see if we can kind of continue to push higher, right? So 15-minute chart looks bullish, but I don't want us back below 297, guys. I want to see price continue higher, right? V-shaped recovery with momentum to kind of take us up here to kind of challenge like 347 or higher. If it starts to sell off, that's not great, but trying to ride the momentum, chat. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then zoom in. Keep zooming in because that gap fucks the whole chart. Okay, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see price action for 3 days. And then like now go to your right on the
here.
Yep. And
yep.
then like it'll like that. There you go.
All right, so entry was 25,319, guys. Right, so I'm trying to see if we'll get a pop up here to the top of these highs. 346 is what I'm targeting, right? Roughly, that's these top wicks up here. All right, we're trying to push. Let's go, baby. Trying to ride this momentum, right? So we got a V-shaped recovery happening on a 5-minute chart. So these highs, in theory, if momentum is going to continue, we should be headed up to take out 340, this 344 level. There was 10 points. There's over 10 points, chat. So let's see if we can get a pop here. Come on, man. Yeah, correct. Yeah, entry was 319. Entry was 319. So I want to pop to kind of take out these previous highs sitting up here at like 347. So my take profit is 344, guys. About 25 points. All right, there's 331. Let's go, baby. Come on, man. Guys. All right. We rolling, guys. We rolling. All right, there's over 15 points. All right, there's 335. Come on, man. All right, just playing into the process, guys, right? Price, let's see if we get a pop here. 336, 337. All right, 337. Come on, baby. All right, I saw, yeah, those previous highs, chat. That's what I'm looking at when you look to the left on the 5-minute chart. 337, 340 would be basically pretty close as well, right? So we're within the range. So I'm going to take that off, guys. I'll take the 15 points because I see the reaction. All right, so that's another 15-point trade. Let's go. Do me a solid, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Just trying to ride the momentum, chat. And it looks like it's going to pop that high now, right? Somebody said 88 likes. Wrong show. Wrong show. So yeah, we're at 1,500 likes, chat. All right, there's 340. There's the level, right? 341. So Yeah, you gotta, like I kind of stated, Chad. I saw on the 5-minute chart, you got a nice V-shaped recovery happening on this 5-minute chart, right? To the upside. So you had a swipe of the opening range low, and then you had a reversal, clean reversal to the upside. So the thought process is that we're gonna kind of go up and re-challenge these highs that's sitting up here at 25,000, like 347, and we got pretty close. I mean, this current candle just hit 25,344, chat. So do me a solid, guys. If you took that trade, if you took that last long, do me a solid. Drop a W in the chat. Let's go. Somebody said they're short right away. Okay. So now just got to be patient. We'll see how this this current 5-minute candle shapes out. You got a long wick at the top of it, chat. So a high was put in compared to the previous high. But we'll have to see if this momentum kind of continues to the upside. W times 5, nice. I just watched 2 trades. I'm sure if I entered, it would have been opposite. Oh, man. You got to love it, man. All right, so you're kind of getting some kind of you're getting a little bit of a rejection here on the current 5-minute candle, chat. So I have to be mindful. The 14 EMA is sitting at 25,301. And that level, I do not want to see us back below there from a bull. So if I'm a short-term bull, I want to see us kind of hang out above 25,301. That would signal that, okay, we got a bullish EMA cross on a 5-minute chart. And I will look to the 15-minute chart and kind of target the high up here at 25,363. Now, I got to be mindful that the 15-minute chart is bullish. You got a very small wick at the bottom. 1-hour chart right now is bullish, but we had a rejection the last time we were in this area. We had a rejection back to the downside on a 1-hour chart. So as you look immediately to the left, you can see that you had some rejections up here on a 1-hour chart. So I am keeping an eye on that, chat. Do you think we will ride to Friday's closing price? I'm not sure. Gotta wait and see. So we're in the first 10 minutes of a 1-hour candle opening, chat, as well as the 4-hour candle. Previous 4-hour candle was bullish, but the 1-hour candle was bearish with a long wick at the bottom. So this is gonna be one of those times where I have to be a little patient and see how price sets up now. 20-point trailing stop hit, got 70 points off the bottom, done for the day. Nice. All right, so we're kind of hanging out. 15-minute chart. Opening range high was 25,297. So we're hanging out right above the opening range. So when you kind of map out what's going on here, we were at the top of the range that we've been stuck in since like 7:30, and we're getting a reaction back down to the downside so far. What is the name of the host? Oh man, you rock it out with DMONEY. So you got DMONEY. So PW is out and about, chat. So doing some fishing, taking care of some things, and you got DMONEY. So when PW's not streaming 9 a.m. chat, I'll be doing the morning show. So when he is streaming here out of the BDH, I'll be streaming immediately after him. So which kind of works out to be somewhere around 11 a.m. So, but when he's not here, chat, you rocking out with DMONEY. Let's go. We're just out here trying to make a little money. Oh man. Find that long entry D-Money, we going up. Yeah. So I mean, you have to be mindful of this range that we're kind of stuck in right now, though. And we're getting a sell back. We're getting a sell-off reaction temporarily, right? 1 hour chart, I see that as well. The last time we were here, previous 1 hour candle, we had a sell-off back down. So have to be mindful of that. Of the levels. So, like I said, 4 hour chart, previous 4 hour chart was bullish, chat. I'm aware of that, but we need momentum to take us higher. So we're up against this range, the top of the range. Need to be aware of, and we'll kind of see what happens here. So on the 5-minute chart, you can see clearly what I'm saying. So you see how we had the last time we were here, we had a sell-off back down. You had like a bearish reaction. To the downside. My assessment is that boy good, LOL. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, so at this point, I got to be patient, chat. I need to see if we're going to respect this 14 and 50 EMA, or are we going to break back below the opening range high of 25,297. So we got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. And I want to see if we break back down below it. Autumn 9 D-Money, hey, what's up? Price in a vice? Yeah, it's in something. Got about 1 minute left on the current 15-minute candle. Currently green. This is your 15-minute chart we're looking at. And you can kind of see how we're wicking almost identical to this 9 a.m. candle, chat. Look at the 9 a.m. candle that we had today, right? We had a wick off and then we had a sell back down. We put in a low at 25,241. So let's see how this candle closes out. Yo, D, how did PW react to you not being so happy with him promoting Jerome? He told me he didn't care. Oh, man. Breaking the lows? Yeah, it could. All right, so this candle closed green on the 15-minute chart. So nothing to do as of yet, chat. Want to wait to see how are we going to break down. Full-time trader. When you write, you write. All right, so to me, this is like a candle of truth on the 15-minute chart, chat, because if we break down below the 14 EMA, I would have to imagine we're probably going to revisit the lows at 230, like 235. If we hold the 14 EMA, we could be headed up to 25,360. So we'll see. We'll see what we get here on the current candle. What EMAs? Yeah, let me put those in the chat. 1450 and 200. So I'm going to pin those. So you'll see those. Those are posted in the chat. Right now, we're kind of hanging out above the 14 and 50 EMA on a 5-minute chart. We're not selling off. 15-minute chart is bullish so far. And I'm just waiting for more information. I think it's done for today, to be honest. Yeah, you never know. First time being mad at DMONEY about making money. Reach my 50% consistency. Have to wait until tomorrow to make more. Gosh darn it, DMONEY. Let's go. Gotta love it. Hey, that's a good problem to have, though, right? To be honest. Long wick on the 15-minute chart. Yeah. So I gotta wait to see if I would love price on the 5-minute chart to kind of break down below this, to break down below 25,305, and that would kind of signify to me that we're probably going to retest 25,241, meaning that we went to the top of the range, we put in some highs up here, and now we're going to sell back down. And there's a drop happening on the 5-minute chart. What do you think of Lucid Black, DMONEY? Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, it gives you another option, chat. If you want to get paid, you know, I think the main benefit of it is if you want to get paid in 3 days versus 5 with Flex, then I think you have your answer. I would have to say. All right, here's the sell-off, chat. So just being patient. You got about 30 seconds left on this current candle. And it's not looking great if I'm a bear, or sorry, if I'm a bull. If I'm a bull, you don't want to see this price action. You want to see us kind of expand rapidly to the upside. So this is moment of truth. You got about 8 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. And I want to see if we close back below 25,304, and even better if we close back inside the opening range, chat, of 25,296. Bulls got this? I'm not sure. All right, there's some selling pressure. And you want to see if it kind of continues or if it snaps back the opposite direction. All right, so more selling pressure, guys, to the downside so far. Keep in mind, 25,297. That's actually the opening range high. If we lose that, headed a lot lower, guys. more than likely. You got about 3 minutes left on this current 5-minute candle. So that's what I'm waiting for. I want to see if we... All right, so yeah, yep, there you go. There's more selling pressure. You got a bullish reaction to see how, so this, in my opinion, this 5-minute candle chat is gonna be critical. So we got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. I want to see how this candle closes out. If it closes below the 14 and 50 EMA and below the opening range, I would have to lean towards us retesting 25,240 or lower, because that's the bottom of the range. No wick on the top. Yeah, no wick on the top, but we are starting to sell off here a little bit. Right back inside the ORB, 15-minute opening range. This is your 15-minute chart we're looking at. Gain most of it back. Nice. Yeah, this is and you got, it's, as of right now, that's what I see. I see a big old range, and that high of 25,344 was the top of, was a high that was established. And if we're ranging, we are gonna go back down and revisit the lows. So, all right, got about 40 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. No top wick. Somebody called that out as well, and that is true. No current top wick on the current 5-minute chart, which is a little interesting always, because it could be a snapback the opposite direction. See how this candle closes out. About 20 seconds left. I'm gonna grab a water, chat. All right, so closing right out above the opening range high of 25,297. Right below the 50 and 14 EMA. So if this breaks down back below 295, we'll be looking to go short, chat. Trying to target 245. If it holds the top of the ORB and it closes back above 50, the 50 EMA, 25,307, I would have to say that bulls are temporarily back in control. It was just a retracement to go higher. And that's currently happening. All right, bullish reaction right off the opening range high. About a 23-point bullish reaction, chat, right off the opening range high of 25,297. So see how this candle plays out on the 5-minute chart. Told you bear trap. Yeah, could be. I'm going to let it close. I'm going to let this current 5-minute candle close. So temporarily, yes. So as long as we hang out above the 14 and 50 EMA chat, so if we can stay above 25,307, for me, that's short-term bullish. It was just a nice retracement back to the opening range high to trap some people and then head higher. So that's how I'm reading that right now. But we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the current 5-minute chart. So I am going to wait for that candle to close out and look for a position. So dropped a lot of sauce, chat. We got 1,600 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support. Do me a solid already. If you haven't, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Just waiting for this 5-minute candle to close. Bulls are stepping in to take us higher. 307 is the line in the sand for me, chat, because that's a 50 EMA on a 5-minute chart. So I do see that level. And if we hold that level, then this was simply more than likely just a retracement, kind of trap some people trying to go short and then head higher. And in theory, take out the previous highs that were sitting up here at 25,346, and the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart will be a price target for me of 25,391. If we can hold the 14 and 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Somebody said, let's go VWAP. We coming for you. Oh, man, you gotta love it. So, yeah, just being patient, waiting for this candle to close out. We got about 1 minute and 10 seconds left. The 30-minute chart is bullish, chat. So this is a 30-minute chart. It is bullish. It needs to stay above 25,325, however, to kind of show some momentum. 5-minute chart looks really good as far as being like the start of a V-shaped recovery, possibly, to head higher. Re-challenge 350 and then head up to the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart, 25,393. One-hour chart right now, there is some indecision because you got a long wick at the top and the bottom. 4-hour chart, same thing, indecision, long wick at the top and the bottom. So about 20 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. All right, couple seconds left. Close bullish. So that to me is bullish, chat. That close on a 5-minute chart for me is bullish because we were able to reclaim the 14 and 50 EMA in one single candle. Right off the opening range high. So I'm going to try a long here, guys. So I'm long. My entry was 317. Took the trade based off of us basically tapping the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and I need this now to pick up momentum and head to the upside, 341 or higher. So these highs that are sitting up here, chat, 340, 344, would be in play if we can get momentum to the upside. So I just need follow through. 15-minute chart, you got a previous 15-minute candle is bearish. So we will see if the momentum kind of steps in here and takes us higher, chats, traps some people trying to go short. So what I saw was momentum kind of step in right off the ORB high of 25,297. So I need the momentum to continue to revisit 25,043 and then head higher. So if this stalls out and kind of loses momentum, then that trade is invalid. But looking at the higher time frame, guys, I need this momentum to kind of pop above the EMA, and then I'll ride that up for new highs on the session. That's the thought process, chat. All right, so there's 5 points, 7 points. Let's see if we can get a pop-up here through 343, chat. Let's go, baby. D, what up, bro? Hey, what up? Just out here trying to make a little money, JM Marshall. All right, there's 10 points, chat. So I want to pop above 342. These highs up here. And I want to see us kind of pick up momentum here to go higher, chat. So I'm looking at the higher time frame, and this EMA needs to hold. And kind of get up here and re-challenge 343 to 350. Let's go, baby. Come on, man. So I saw a V-shaped recovery forming, chat. 5-minute chart. Let's see if we can bust through these highs. So 25,350 would be 30 points. And that'll get us right through these highs. So that's the area I'm targeting, chat. I want momentum to kind of step in, pop us to the upside, take out these previous highs that's sitting up here. Saw the V-shaped recovery, saw the retracement back to the opening range high of 25,297. So just trying to ride that momentum up. All right, there's over 15 points, chat. Come on, man. Guys. All right, now if we start to sell off here, back down, then we're in a little bit of a smaller range, so. And that's what's currently happening. 15-minute charts holding the EMA. 14 EMA at 25,311. So I want to pop here to kind of take out these previous highs. Keep in mind, chat, the EMA, 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart is 25,359. So that's even higher than my initial take profit area of 25,347, because I'm basing that off of these previous highs just getting popped. I love you. So nothing wrong with taking profit, chat, if you want to lock that in. It was up about 15 points. But I want this, I want to see if we can get some steam here to kind of get us up to 340 or higher. After the retracement back to the opening range high. And we're kind of stalling out a little bit. And we're rejecting, right? So, all right, this is your 30-minute chart. And on a 30-minute chart, we're right at the 14 EMA. And I need momentum to kind of take us up here, guys. So I'm watching that level for a reaction. You got a long wick on the previous candle on the bottom. So I would want to pop to the upside. and not sell off. 1 hour chart. Gotta watch it, guys. All right, there's a flush back down, right? Almost feels like some news. So you can kind of see, right? So, all right, so we're right back down. We don't have a top wick. We got a very small wick on a 5-minute candle. Let's see if this pushes us to the upside. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. And I don't want us to close back below the EMAs on the 5-minute chart, chat. So once again, I mean, you get like a 15-point pop and then no sell through, right? No follow through on, like on the long. So it's like one of those days. 15 points is all you get, is what it's looking like, chat. And right back down, right? So yeah, 15-point pop and then a sell off right back down to the opening range high. So we'll see what happens here. 4 hour chart is bearish. Long wick top and the bottom. Indecision, guys. Indecision on the 1 hour chart as well. So we're kind of like in this nasty range here that we need to break out of. And I saw that we broke above the opening range high of 25,297. We came back down and did a retracement and had a bullish reaction. So I joined the party to go long, and you had about a 15-point pop and then a stall out. So far. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can pick up some momentum here to take us to the upside. So I'm still holding the trade, chat. Entry was 317.75. And I want us to go. I want us to go. So there should be no reason that we're kind of like retracing down here, chat, after we've already had a retracement of the ORB. That's my thought process. So I know that the trade would be invalid if we start to break back down towards that opening range high of 25,297, because we've already had a retracement to that level. So there should be no reason to get back down there. And if that happens, then my trade's invalid. So we'll see. DMONEY a bit greedy today. Yeah, I could have took the 15 points. That's happened twice, right? It's like, it's crazy, but could have took it on a bank holiday. Oh man, it happens, guys. Feel free though, right? If you were up, that's why I said it. Don't feel like you gotta not take profit off the table. But I saw the higher time frame was pushing. I saw that we kind of already retested the opening range high. So wanted to pop to the upside. So let's see if we can get going, chat. 50 EMAs, 25,358 on the 15-minute chart. So we can finally break out of this range to the upside. We're headed there. It will be hard for me to believe that we can't get there. You think it might play at range and range sideways? It could. I just saw the reaction though off of the ORB, and that's why I wanted to go long, because we bounced right back off of it. So clearly there were some buyers stepping in to buy price back up. So that's why I went long. Just need follow through. 30-minute chart, it's like hanging out right below the 14 EMA. So if we can get momentum and pop it, it would be hard for me to not believe that we don't get to that 350 plus area that I mapped out on the chart, chat. So you can kind of see on the 15-minute chart. So this EMA is the take profit area that I have, that I'm trying to target, chat. Pretty close to it. So, because I would expect a pop out, to the upside of that range and at least get to that EMA before there's some kind of bearish reaction. If that makes any sense. Was up about 15 points on the trade, and wanted more. I mean, in all honesty, chat, there's no other way to say it. I wanted more. I felt like we were gonna, it was gonna pop through this top of this range. So we'll see what happens here. We're trying to get momentum. 354 is my take profit. So can it get there? Where's my stop? Yeah, like I don't want to see price. All right, there's a little pop. Let's see if we can continue here. I don't want to see us back below 300, guys, and I definitely don't want to see us back below the ORB. So if this breaks down back below 297, I'm out of that trade. Like, I don't want to see us back below. We already had a retracement of the opening range, and you can kind of see that clearly here. We had a retracement already, so I want to see this pick up steam and push higher. Trying to be patient, trying to give it time. Trap some people and explode to the upside. All right, there's 325. All right. When is D-Money gonna wear the do-rag? We need those waves. Oh, man. Guys, I'm waving over here. Come on, man. You can't, guys, you can't see the waves? So fresh and so clean. Let's go. All right, there's 10 points again. Let's see if we can get going, chat. Drowning in an ocean. Friday should be Jerome. Oh, man. All right, so yeah, what I'm waiting for an explosion to try to get out of the top of this range and take us up to 25,350 area. We can get momentum, which is right at that EMA that you see on the chart, the EMA that's up there sitting. Oh. Gotta love it. Chopping, yeah, it is. It is chopping right now, guys. Not much I can do about it. I do like the 15-minute candle that closed out, the previous 15-minute candle for an expansion to the upside, guys. If we can get going. Take out the previous candle's high at 335. On days like today, chat, you have to be a little patient. Sometimes it takes longer for the move to play out. I'm aware of that. And that's just what it is. Chopping like those clean waves. Somebody look at the order flows. Yeah, I don't watch order flow. Patience is the key, and trusting your strategy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of going off what I see on the chart, chat, where the momentum was. I'm trying to ride that based off of how we reacted off the ORB. Now, could the trade come back down and retest the ORB? Absolutely, 1,000%. Nothing certain in trading, but I would take that trade any day. So if it can get up to like the 354 area, that's 37 points. All right, there's 329. $343 would be about 26 points. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see if we can get up there. See if it pops these highs. We got 10 minutes left on this current candle. Let's give it 5 more minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to ride it, chat. See what happens here. Hey, DMONEY, first time trading. When do we get W9s from prop firms? You get that. You should be starting to get those any day. A lot of them are already on the sites. You can just go up. You can actually up. Some of the sites allows you to download them yourself. They're already there. All right, there's 327 and back down. Come on, man. Any good trading books? Yeah, I kind of thought about that earlier. Trading in His Own is the only one I'm aware of that's really good. I'm sure there's more, though, out there. Yeah, PW has a course as well. That's really good, guys. You can visit that on onlypropfirms.com. All right, we're starting to kind of reject here again, right? So can't get momentum, chat. We need momentum to take me higher. 30-minute chart, it is bullish. You got 8 minutes left. 1 hour chart is bullish. Small body though on the candle, so that's not great. So we've been bouncing back and forth, right? 15 points is the high that I've basically kind of in that range, right? 15 points. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. $15-minute candle selling off. So yeah, guys, we're in a tight range right now. We're in a tight range. right? It's not willing to expand to the upside. So 15 points was the top of that range for me as far as this trade. And we cannot get momentum to go higher as of right now. 4-hour chart, it does have a bottom wick, but the body of the candle is small, and I wanted expansion up to kind of trap some people and expand higher because of the gap that we also had on the chart. But we're just kind of stuck right now. Stuck within that small range, chat. Longest trade of my life. This is the longest trade of my life. Somebody said early close because of MLK. Yeah, when you're right, you're right. Remember it's holiday hours? Yeah, trust me, I remember because I feel it with these trades. No follow through. It's like, come on, man. So just waiting, chat. Be getting sell off again, going into the close of a 1-hour candle. Five-minute chart. It's selling back down. You had a higher low that was put in. Like building here, and then the thought process is that it continues here, and then the next, so we'll have to see how this next 5-minute candle closes, because this is just looking a little delayed, and I wanted momentum to step in and take us outside of this range, put in new highs. Flat on the trade right now. Anybody help me? Do me a solid, chat. We got over 4,000 people tuned into the show. I appreciate the support. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Let's go. Looks like we're at 1,800 likes, chat. We've been well over 2,000 likes every day. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We don't get paid off likes, chat. We're just trying to grow the channel. Out here trying to make a little monies. As we wait for this chop to play out here. Somebody said another 10 points. Yeah, I know, right? Pump incoming. Yeah, I mean, I want the pump. I mean, we're holding the opening range high, so I want to pump to the upside, but it's just slow. 15-minute chart here. You got consolidation. We're kind of stuck in this range that I keep referring to, chat. And I would like to see expansion to the upside to revisit 25,000, like 355. And if it gets above there, we're headed to 400. But obviously, momentum needs to pick up a little in order for that to happen. So as soon as we get to the top of the range, we get a sell-off right back down. So, nevertheless, guys, we out here rocking, trying to make it happen. We know that it's MLK Day, so market does close early today. It will be closed at 12:45. What is the arrow that I marked? Yeah, those are, so if you go to the 5-minute chart, you can see how price was building up with some of these higher lows being put in. So it's kind of like a slow grind to the upside is what I'm seeing so far. You can see how you got lows here, you got higher low, then a pop. So just want price to continue and then break out of this little range. So if we get past 341, I think momentum is going to pick up pretty quickly to the upside, chat, but that remains to be seen if we're going to get there. Nevertheless, chat, we out here rocking out, and as always, I love you. We do have 3 Lucid 50K accounts, chat, to give away today. The new Lucid Black 50K accounts. And if you haven't already, you can head over to the site. Can you drop the link, Ginger? Ginger's going to drop the link. If I'm not mistaken, it's onlypropfirms.com/giveaways. Let's go. And I'm just waiting, chat, for this paint to dry. I mean, for the market to move. Oh, man, you got to love it, guys. All right, so the link is in the chat, onlypropfirms.com/giveaways. If you haven't registered already, we're giving away 3 Lucid Black 50K accounts. Let's go. And we're at 1,900 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We've been on a hot streak, chat. I'm always humbled by the support. We've had over 2,000, well over 2,000 likes for every show over the past week. So I appreciate the support, guys. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. All right, here's a pump again. Let's see if we finally get some momentum to take us higher, guys. All right, so let's see if we can get a pop here. There's 15 points again. There's over 15 points. Let's see if we can get up to 340. All right, there's 334, chat. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, NQ, baby. All right, it's over 15, and we're starting to sell off again. 333. Come on, baby. Yeah. Top of the range, chat. All right, I'm going to take that off, guys. I'm going to take the profit. All right, we're right back down. So I took that trade off. So held that trade for an extended period of time, guys, waiting for a pop of the range to the upside. Want it back above 350, and we're kind of selling off again on the current 5-minute candle. So sometimes you got to take what you can get, guys. Gave it a ton of time. Wanted it to build up. We are going into the close of. All right, so this 1-hour candle. Previous 1-hour candle is bullish, and that might be enough to pop us to new highs. After I held that for probably 20 minutes. Good job, DMONEY. Was a W for us. Yeah, it was a W, guys. I mean, we'll take the W, chat, right? I mean, it's just kind of stuck in a range. I mean, I'm not gonna. I've tried it. I gave it a ton of time, and I mean, it's just stalling out. Do me a solid, guys. Drop a W in the chat if you. Maybe you took that trade earlier, but drop a W in the chat if you dropped the W. Let's go. All right, so now it's trying to hold. It is holding, guys. Trying to push. Look at the pump.
Where's the pump?
Look at the pump.
Where's the pump?
Look at the pump, guys.
Where's the pump?
Guys, we got a visitor in here.
Where's the pump?
You never know.
How much you up today?
You never know who you got to see, guys. And
I'm up $10,000 today.
You got PW up 10 grand, guys. And this pump to the upside is happening now. So let's kind of see if we can get momentum. This is what I was waiting for 30 minutes.
Chat keeps asking when I'm going to stream again. I think I'm done streaming. I'm going to let DMONEY handle the live stream. Honestly. I'm just going to make money. I'm going to make money, have fun, and not have to listen to a bunch of fucking retards in the chat all day.
Oh, man. Guys.
They thought I was kidding. They thought I was kidding when I said I was quitting. But I quit. I'm done.
Oh, man.
Go on the wide. Show them the wide.
Yeah.
No, on the wide.
Yeah.
See, look. That boy good. I'm done. I'm done, chat. I'm retired. I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna stream again.
Oh, man. Guys, I took that quick log. So this is basically the area that I was talking about, right? Unbelievable, guys. It's finally breaking to the upside. Took forever. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, guys. So PW saying he's retired, guys.
I'm out of here. Man, you know what's funny is I just kept buying those. I saw people in the chat talking about this looking really bearish.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it,
yeah.
This is the fucking bull flag, right?
Yep.
The flag.
Yep.
And then this is the retracement. But
Yep.
what's funny is look at this, right? That was a lower high.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying.
A higher low, right?
Yep. Look at the pop.
And then we never got below that again.
Look at the pop.
I'm still long. I'm not even looking at my chart.
Look at the pop, guys. So that's
Anybody
the area
that was short in this, you retarded.
Yeah, that's the area that I was. This is exactly what I wanted, chat. Remember, I said 350. 350, guys. It's just taking a while to get up there, but it's moving.
Gone.
Yeah, she gone.
She gone.
So I literally just saw that candle close and kind of wrote it up. So 15-minute chart, top of that range is 356. So it's crazy how that works, guys. So I'm going to take that off. So, all right, that's the level, chat. That's the level that I kept talking about. D-Money signing up to 9. Yeah, I basically saw that pump, guys. I had to size up on that. I'm sorry. All right, so look at the 5-minute chart, guys. And PW is kind of saying exactly what I was seeing on the 5-minute chart. You had some levels put in here. You had a higher low being put in here. You had kind of like the same thing here. What shook a lot of people out was those bottom wicks on a 5-minute chart, right? But you can kind of see how these levels were holding, chat. Money Mantra Gaming, D-Money marry me. Is that a female or a male? Are you a female or a male, Money Mantra? All right, still got more upside, guys. Look at the pump to the upside now. Starting to pick up, right? All right. Oh man, you gotta love it. Oh boy. So this is kind of like what I wanted. It just took forever, guys, right? Sometimes, like I said, it takes a while for the momentum to pick up in the market. A male, but we roll with it. I'm not rolling with it. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I don't roll like that, player. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Man, you gotta love the chat. Was he talking about me? Haha. Yep, so more upside, chat. Price just hit 358. Just took a while to get up there. I love how you enter with conviction. Yeah, I just saw it, guys. A lot of times, so when you see price reacting off the open, you know, we had a breakout above the opening range high. We had a retracement back down. We had the opening range basically be maintained and held, and then you just had a slow grind to the upside. That's all it is. It just took a while to play out. Gotta love it. And we're still going, guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to 400. Are you gonna enter a sell? No, I'm not short bias at all right now. There's no sell in place for me right now. We just broke above the opening range high. We had consolidation, and then we had a pop to the upside. So for me, I'm bullish, especially after that gap to the downside, guys. This is the current 1 hour candle. All right, so we got 2,000 likes. I appreciate the support, guys. Let's go. On a holiday, right? That's not too shabby, chat. I appreciate the support. So do me a solid. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We rocking out, guys. BW saying he's retired, so you never know when he's going to hop on the stream, but you got DMONEY. Same time, same place tomorrow. All right, so look at the 15-minute chart, guys. This was area that I said, right? That 355 area. See how we're right at the 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart? That was a take profit area ultimately, and we're still pushing, guys. All right, so think about it, chat. Look at the 15-minute chart right now. And you see how we got that pump? And if you missed the entry, like the entry that I had, it's hindsight for you now, right? You're like, oh man, like I got to get long right here or whatever, right? Because you're trying to chase it now. So does these setups work out every time? Absolutely not. But you can kind of see how I was convicted on longs based off of what I was seeing on the chart. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. Even when you look at the 1 hour chart, you can see how you got a nice bottom wick on it. You got expansion to the upside, breaking to the top, right above those highs. Probability is probably that we had higher based off that gap that we already had on the chart. And it's still going, guys. You gotta love it. So it's going to be interesting because you had a lot of people that were short bias. That probably got squeezed. And it's still trying to pump, guys. So notice on a 5-minute chart, let me pull that up. Hold on 1 second here. So the high of the candle, 372 so far. And kind of notice, guys, how the EMA at 25,390. So remember, I called out the 400 level, guys. I said that if we get going, we're probably headed up to closer to that 400 level. And you're like less than 30 points away. Cray cray with little Ray Ray. That boy good. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Not perfect, guys, but I try, right? Every trade's not going to work. But you can kind of see now we're up to 377. Getting close to the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. That's kind of hanging out at 390. And we're going to pop it, guys. Right? It seems like we got pretty close to it. High this current candle, 25,383. And we're kind of selling off a little bit now, right? Retracement. Yeah, I think he's still in. He said he wasn't going to look at it. He's going to let it ride. So, I don't know what his take profit was, but probably close to that level I kind of talked about. More than likely, guys. Miguel, what's good? D, hey, what's up? How are you? Somebody said they don't think it's going much further. Yeah, I mean, you never know. It could because you got the gap. Don't forget about the gap. Right? All right, so 15-minute candle, guys. Is interesting because it's above the 14 EMA, so and 50, guys. So I think that you got to go to the 30-minute chart and look at this 445 level if they really want to push it. So it's going to be interesting, guys. They take advantage because a lot of people took off today. Yeah. I mean, somebody said buy now. Yeah. You gotta love it. When you love it, you love it. When you hate it, you hate it. And just slow today, guys, starting out. But I think it's one of those things, guys. You got to take what you can get, right? So these accounts are sitting here, so let's pull these up. So I'm up almost 1,000 per account, guys. So that's a little bit over almost $3,000 per account, right? $2,800. We'll take it, guys, on a holiday. We grinding, guys. I might have logged along the low of the day. I had a level marked out, but it didn't reach their profit. Long at 250 might take profit soon. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You got to kind of watch it here. What I'll tell you is, to kind of look at the EMAs. So we're already above the 14 and 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart that we're looking at. The next target, for the closest area, if the will be 25,439. So, but if you guys kind of notice, patience played, guys. But you said it was a bear flag. Yeah. So I was telling.
I think you got to really think about today, though. Like what?
Where was your take profit? Are you still holding?
No, I'm out now.
Yeah.
Mine was the VWAP.
Yeah, you can see the 5-minute chart.
But I mean, you think about it.
This is a perfect. Yeah.
It's like this was the trap, right?
Yep.
And it's also like there's not enough volume to like. We're already that much down on the day. The market's not even open.
We had a gap
That's
down.
what people got to think about. It's like
yeah.
Stocks aren't even trading. This is just purely based off what people think, looking at the global markets, looking at what's going on with the news.
Yep.
So it's like, are we gonna have enough volume to keep on dumping there?
Yeah, the probability is no.
Well,
right? Higher probability that
I'd say it's a way higher probability that we chop or we push back up, especially that big gap down on really on what news?
Yep.
On Trump basically just talking about Europe? I don't know. You gotta remember, guys, Trump, he be playing that 4D chess. He talks about stuff that he knows gets people going just to get the market moving,
So keep in mind, chat, 25,389 is the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So if we bump and push hard above that, guys, you got to go to your 15-minute chart and look at the open space. And that's what PW is kind of saying. Like, we had a sell-off basically at the open last night, and you got a lot of room potentially back to the upside, chat. So just kind of keep that in mind.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't fill that gap overnight again.
Yeah.
Just to fuck everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was too bearish.
Yep.
Everybody in the chat was so bearish. This was blowing my mind. We had that huge, look at that.
Yep.
That's the biggest candle of the day. That's what I think people got to think about, right? Like, what is the biggest candle of the day?
Yeah.
So, when I see that, it's like...
The momentum's there, yeah.
Well, it's
a bullish engulfing candle.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if it was bearish, would we have had that massive pushback up there?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. We would have gotten, up here, got stuck, and then dumped. So, I don't know. The obvious move is not always the obvious move, people.
Yeah.
I'd say that everyone's just getting squeezed out of that now. Everybody that was shorting in here, thinking this is going to crash, has now just got squeezed out. That's why I went back up.
Yeah.
Boom! Who knew?
Bulls were there at 26,000. Yeah, at some point, right? But right now, we could grind. We can continue to slow grind higher, chat. That's a reality.
Ask the chat if I'm cooked on my Miami trade.
Guys, PW wants to know if he's cooked on his Miami trade. I think he's fine.
5,000 on Miami.
I think he's fine, guys. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe on Miami,
all I really need is just if they can just score a touchdown right off the bat, I think those contracts are going to double in price instantly.
Yeah, I think
they're
you're
trading
good.
at 27 cents.
I think you're good.
Most.
And they're playing home. They're home.
If you look at most football games, even the NFL, it's never it's before the game starts. It's
Yeah.
never 25-75.
Nah.
Like everybody is betting that Miami's gonna lose.
Yep. I don't think so though. I think Miami's gonna pull it out, chat.
And I don't need them to win by a lot. I need
So,
1 point.
Yeah.
Half a point.
I think they're gonna win.
I think it's gonna. I'm predicting
Indiana. Nah.
low
Come on, man.
scoring, under 42 points.
Combined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look at like the recent games.
Yeah.
Miami and Indiana both have really good defenses.
Yeah.
So I think scoring is going to be low. And it's all going to come down to who gets penalties and who gets mistakes.
Yeah.
Any mistake, because Indiana, if they have a mistake, it can, Miami's going to capitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's also the home advantage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know that
so
Miami's
even though
gonna
it's
be yelling,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
And it's just like Miami wants is so bad.
Even when I was driving this morning to drop my daughter off, and I was on the turnpike, and literally they had signs already up like, no parking, parking sold out for the game. They literally had it up.
Went over, it was $1,000 for parking passes.
Man, it's crazy.
The cheapest ticket, even in the nosebleeds, was over $3,000.
Yeah.
They were selling suites for over $1 million. Buy a suite for $1 million.
Oh my goodness.
College football game.
Nah, man, I'm good on that.
Crazy.
It's cray.
You know you're rich when you pay $1 million to go watch a college football game.
Cray with little Ray chat.
Jerome he's gonna get us a suite for the Super Bowl. He said. He knows a guy.
He knows a guy that knows a guy.
I'm worried though. I think Jerome he might have watched that. What's that movie? Will Smith.
Which one?
Where he goes to the Super Bowl and like does that big fraud. They like the.
Oh,
what's that name with Margot Robbie? What's the name?
Yeah, that was Focus. That was a good movie.
I think Jerome trying to put.
Yeah,
he's like,
that was a good movie.
I know a couple guys. We get a suite, I'm like, what?
Man.
He said he got a Chinese guy coming in. Like that just sounds suspect.
Yeah, Focus, guys. Yeah, Focus. That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie.
And I would say too, I tell everyone in the chat, don't get to, don't fucking. I think people are gonna be looking at that gap, thinking that gap's gonna get filled today, but there's nothing.
It doesn't have to, yeah.
Well, it's also like the chance of it getting filled on this low volume is gonna be.
Yeah, you
it
still
has to
got.
really get going.
Yeah, you got 200. Yeah, 200 points.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I would not be overly zealous. Take what you get, walk away. It's Monday, baby. Don't be afraid to walk away.
Up huge on the short, nice. Yeah, I mean, there's different ways to skin a cat, chat. But I mean, you short it. So for me, I see rejection right off the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. I see that, right? That's what I see on the chart right now. But that doesn't mean that, for me, I'm not short bias. I have no interest in taking shorts because of basically the price action we had right off the opening range high of 25,297. Now, can you scalp and still make money? Absolutely, 1,000%. Made 500 on that VWAP short. Nice. Yeah, so now the question is going to be, are we going to put in like another higher low after this retracement and then grind back higher, right? Like that would be like the ideal price action if you're a breakout trader and you're looking for continuation to the upside. You want this retracement. You want it to kind of build out some kind of higher low and then push back higher. Shorts are the play. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's definitely an option. If you see shorts on the chart, then I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's your accounts, right? DMONEY don't wear shorts. He skips leg day. No, I wear shorts all the time. I've actually had quite a few females tell me that I got nice legs if you want to go there. So, I'm just saying, if you want to go there, we can go there. I do my 5 push-ups for a reason. And now since it's 2026, I do 6. Let's go. Am I still long? Absolutely not. So remember, chat, my initial take profit, I said I was looking for closer to the 400 area. and that 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and that would have put us at 25,000 like 390. We got pretty close. The high of the candle was 25,383, and then we had a pullback the opposite direction. So I'm a road cyclist, so let's go. Yeah, so random story, Chad, about road cycling. I was driving down Las Olas and on the beach, and that's known for cyclists basically being a little aggressive, right? They're on the right-hand side. They're driving down. They're all in the line, in the bike lane. Come up to a red light, Chat, and I guess the guy on the bike in the front didn't see he didn't see the red light, and he put his hand out, I guess, to give a signal to the guys behind him to stop, and they didn't see it in time. So you know what happened, Chat? They all ran into each other. So they were all on the ground. I'm looking at them. They're right next to me. They're all laid out on the ground, Chat, injured.
What are you talking about?
Cyclists that on Las Olas that were all riding their bikes behind each other, and the guy in front couldn't.
You tripped him?
Nah. So guys, you know how you're driving. You know how you driving and you're very cautious of them. You're like, man, please don't get over, like, you don't want to hit them. Guys, they all collapse. It was like the weirdest thing. They're all laid out, guys. Like, they're all laid out. They're like looking at their wounds on their hands. You can see like their skin, they're bleeding, and I'm like, man, it's crazy.
You don't like.
Oh, I respect them. I respect them. I just don't like when they take over the you know how it is. They take over that lane. You're like, man.
Man, if only you had a fucking bigger car to run them over. You need a fucking G-Wagon to be out there just taking out the cyclists. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be on the news. Gonna be a video of Jerome in the G-Wagon ripping down Las Olas, hitting everybody.
Oh man.
Hey man, dream big, kids. You too can have a G-Wagon and run over people. That's the only reason DMONEY even wants a G-Wagon. He wanted a Porsche for a while. Now he's like, I need a G-Wagon for security.
Yeah, it loses its value, like half its value in the first year. Appreciation.
G-Wagon hold value.
Yeah.
That might be an investment.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, somebody said longer or short from here. So, all right, what I see right now, chat, is same kind of pattern that we talked about earlier. You got this would be, you would want to see this if you're a bull, you want to see this be like a higher low. Right out the 14 EMA, close above 25,340, and then it expands higher to retest those highs at 25,384. That's how I would have to play that. So it's looking bullish right now. It's holding. You had a dip down below the 14 and 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and we push right back up. So if this candle closes green above 25,340, I would have to say that the bulls are stepping back in and they want to take price higher to the upside. That's how I'm reading that, chat.
Hey, can you try to adjust this chart behind you? You gotta like kind of like wiggle it.
Yeah.
Go to the bottom and maybe do like a.
It's over here.
Yeah, just like get it. Is that it's like
You can
wax
do, yeah,
behind you?
you can do auto.
Yeah, there you go. There, now we got some color on there.
Yeah.
Now widen it out. Try to like get this whole screen just has candles.
Now you gotta
You
find
know
it.
we could even do. No, the problem is.
You see how it's like? So if I go up.
Yeah, you got it. Keep going. Oh, there you go. Just yeah.
Yeah,
looks
like
way
that.
better.
Yeah.
Now you got something going on behind you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And let's check that wide shot. Yeah, you can see it.
Who showed that up?
So yeah, guys. So let's see how this 5-minute candle closes out. DMONEY, what a great addition to the show. Much. I'm not gonna. What time Apex closes? I would actually play it safe, chat. Everything that I'm seeing is basically 12:45. I'm not gonna obviously have a trade open at that time, chat. Be careful, right? Big D, you done for today? I mean, I'm kind of waiting to see how this 5-minute candle closes. And if it closes bullish, then I mean a long could be in play, guys. But I mean, the accounts are green, guys. They're sitting at almost 1,000 per account. So I'm not gonna force anything, guys, if I don't see a clear setup after having to wait, right, for price to basically kind of pick up momentum. But I would say if we hold the 14 EMA, that's bullish. I would have to say is bullish. Great day for what we have expected. Yeah, I agree. Troy. If you manage to be green after the price action today, I would walk away. Yeah, you got to know. I think PW says it all the time. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, chat. So, I mean, because the price action today, now, in my opinion, it was pretty clear. It just took a while for longs to play out.
It was like nighttime trades.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was literally like because
it just took a while.
Real volume.
Yeah.
It was trading like it's nighttime trade.
Yeah.
Asian market type shit.
So that's how you gotta kind of read it, right? I mean, I kept saying it. I'm like, hey, I want it. You know, it's holding, and I'm not gonna lie, chat. One of the things I'm working on is holding some of these trades longer. So I had to hold it. But yeah, it's once you get that pop to the upside, I think that's it. You take the profit and that's the trade. That's the trade setup. We are holding the 14 EMA, 25,340. We holding. So if this maintains and it kind of closes out there, then I would have to lean towards another attempt to push up to the highs at 380. 15-minute candle, you got a small bottom wick. $25,326. You don't want to see price back below that level on the 15-minute chart. 30-minute chart looks good, chat. This is a 30-minute chart. Like it wants to push and revisit those previous highs up there. All right, so here's the open of a new 5-minute candle. Close out above the 14 EMA. So you will want price to push down, form some kind of bottom wick, and then expand to the upside and revisit 25,380. That's how I would play that. You were short? No, I was not. I was not short. I was not short at all. You gotta love it. Yeah, he was. Who are you referring to, RS trades? So I basically said I didn't like shorts. I was long biased, guys. Right? I said I didn't see shorts in play. I know quite a few people said they took shorts, I think off VWAP, and they rode price down. But for me, in my opinion, this is just a retracement to go higher after that high was put in. It's forming the same pattern that it kind of formed at 10 o'clock. When you look down here at 10 o'clock, chat, that's what I'm seeing on the chart, right? You had a high that was put in, you had price come down, form a higher low, and then push up. You went short at market open. Yeah, I went short at market open, but they're not talking about market open. They're talking about right now. I'm like, am I missing something? The market open was 2 hours ago. RS Trades, we're gonna put you on timeout, buddy. Okay. Since you want to tell me what I should say and not say. So enjoy the timeout, buddy. Unbelievable, man. So yeah, guys, I was short at the. I attempted a short at the open. So 2 hours ago, correct, right? The first trade was a short. I mean, we're talking 2 hours ago. Like what? So yeah, the first trade was a short, guys. Right? I attempted to short because we broke below the opening range low. We had a V-shaped recovery. and then I'll actually start looking for longs, right? So I mean, is that a secret? Like I'm trying to figure out, is that a secret? I don't get it. So that first trade was at 9:30, like 9:35, guys, right? So that was so long ago that I thought he was asking me, you know, I thought he was saying I was in a short right now. I think your read on price is amazing. I've been doing this for some time and love streams to help me stay on the right side. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. I'm not always right, guys, but notice this 5-minute chart. You see how we're expanding back to the upside? This is exactly what I was saying, right? You see how we basically put in another higher low, chat. We respected the 14 EMA and we're expanding back to the upside. So that's why I said, that's why I was saying, right? I don't see any shorts. I don't see a reason to get short. Now, people made money shorting down, maybe that's probably what they saw. I think somebody said they sold it off the VWAP. Probably, maybe they sold it to an EMA and then took profit. But that was a nice pop, chat, right? That new 5-minute candle. 30-point pop to the upside. Can I ask about a 14 EMA? Yeah, just a preference thing. Yeah, it's not to say that you can't have other EMAs. I know PW uses the 9 and 21 EMA. So I try to take trades primarily off the higher time frame, guys, and follow that. So that's why my EMAs are a little different. That's all. But it's a preference thing. What would be the ideal setup? I just kind of called that out. That was a long right off the EMA, right? Like this was the long setup, guys. I said that you would want to see price, you want to see bulls step back in and take price back up to revisit these highs sitting at like 380 because you had a retracement below both EMAs, the 14 and 50 EMA. You had a bullish candle that closed back above the EMA, the 14, and then you had expansion higher. So that's how I was kind of reading that. So that's why I would say that for me, I don't see a reason to get short. I don't see shorts in play right now. D-Money, you got to trade to the close. Yeah, I don't think so. You gotta be smart, chat, right? I mean, it's almost 12 o'clock, and market's open for basically another hour, roughly. We're at 2,000 likes on the stream, chat. Do me a solid if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I love you. You know what to do. If you rock out with the BDH every day, I love you. Want to make sure you guys feel the love as well, guys. We appreciate the support. We don't take it for granted. You got options out there.
No, they don't.
Maybe I'm biased, though.
Better than us.
Yeah, maybe I'm biased.
No other options.
I was getting there.
Go and watch some fucking retard or go and watch some girl that has no idea what she's doing.
I was getting there. So you have options, guys, but maybe I'm biased, but I feel like we're the best option. So let's go. Oh man, you gotta love it. I just got coach, guys. I got written up here. Oh man, I was getting there though, Chad. I was getting there. Had to set it up. I had to set it up a little bit though for some suspense, you know. This is gold. If you guys go back through the stream and study price, he pokes or he likes them. It's free. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, J-Man. Yeah, guys. I mean, I think I dropped a lot of sauce. I mean, I think it's even in a slow. We can call this a slower market today, but I feel like had a pretty good read on price after that. So after that initial short entry price, basically on the 5-minute chart, you had a break below the opening range. I tried to short, and we had pretty much a perfect V-shaped recovery to the upside. When I kind of saw momentum step in, guys, that's when I had to pivot, right? And that happens in trading. So, you know, a lot of times that's how price moves. Love the stream, D. Sometimes I can't even tell if you're winning or losing a trade because you're so level-headed. Great example of how we should be. Hey, Brad, I appreciate the kind words. I'm still working on that, though, guys. I could be better as well. So I'm not perfect either. Trust me, brother. We all got stuff we got to work on, chat. And we have not forgot those 3 Lucid Black 50K accounts. So if you haven't already, head over to onlypropfirms.com/giveaways and enter for your chance to win. We have not forgot, guys. $2,100 likes on the stream. We rolling, guys. I think every day so far over the last week, we've had over 2,000 likes. So I really appreciate the support, guys. I'm humbled by it. I don't take it for granted. Even on a holiday, guys, right? A bank holiday. We got over 2,100 likes. I appreciate the support, guys. Trying to stay employed here, so I love you. Can you do a quick strategy breakdown? Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, I kind of talked about it here, just trying to read price as accurately as possible and trying to capitalize on it. So now today was a range day, guys. As far as the market, after you had that sell-off, you were kind of in a range. I tried to trade the opening range breakout to the downside. I think I was up a few points and then it yoked on me back the opposite direction. So you can kind of see I went short down here, guys, had a couple points and profit, and then price started to expand rapidly back inside the opening range. Once I saw that, I saw price back above the 14 and 50 EMA, waited for a retracement to the EMAs, and I got long, guys. And I had to hold that trade. I mean, that one of those longs, I took a trade. It was like 15 points. I took the next trade and I had to hold it, guys. I was in that trade for over 20 minutes, and it finally expanded to the upside, right? And that's why I felt pretty good about saying that you want the same pattern that happened here at 10:15 to basically happen over here at 11:20. You had a high put in, you had price come down, retest the EMAs, you had a candle close back above the 14, and you ride price to the upside, and that's currently what's happening right now. So that's a quick breakdown of the strategy, looking at higher lows be put in on the 5-minute chart, utilizing the 1 hour and 4 hour chart for also some guidance. And you can kind of see how on a 1 hour chart we had a nice bottom wick on the previous 1 hour candle, and I kind of talked about that, and I wanted price to expand higher and pop the previous highs that were sitting at 25,350.
Fuck your light.
Yo, D-Money, Streamlabs bot link is broken for Tradeify. You hear that, PW?
Yeah, probably.
So if you go to just go to Tradeify.com and you still can use the code PW. Let's go. Don't use the link, just go there directly. How do you use the 50 EMA? The same way I use the 14 EMA. So the 14 and 50, the EMAs, chat, there's a video uploaded on the page that refers to this. I use them as support and resistance or price targets or areas that price should reject if we're going to remain in a trend, as an example. So if you notice on this particular example, price was in an uptrend, right? We put in highs up here. We came down to the 14 EMA. We dropped below it. We closed bearish. The next candle, see how we got a nice wick, chat, that kind of dipped below the 14 and the 50 EMA, and then the next candle closed bullish right back above the 14 EMA. That is an indication. That's basically saying that price is respecting the EMAs, and there should be more upside coming. You see how the EMAs are very well spread apart as well. So that tells me that we're in an uptrend and that there's buyers kind of pushing price higher. So you want to use, a lot of times I'll be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to enter in the middle between both EMAs, the 14 and the 50, and my stop loss is going to be back below the 50 EMA, because I know if we break below the 50 EMA, chat, I'm not long biased temporarily, right? So that's how I kind of use them as support and resistance. So there is a video posted on the page. If you go to videos, you'll see there's an EMA video. Kind of breaks down how I use the EMAs. They act as support and resistance. They act as good price target areas. Now, when price is trending, chat, as an example, in this case, higher highs and higher lows, the EMAs are gonna basically give you some nice setups because the price in the market is trending. We're in a trending market, chat. So if price is ranging, the EMAs do not typically play pretty well because price is typically in some kind of range, and if it's moving sideways. But if price's range is trending and you're putting in higher highs and higher lows, I'm looking for basically price to come back inside of the EMAs, put in like a higher low, and then rapidly get out of it. Maybe the next candle closes above it, and then I'm trying to ride that momentum back to the upside. So if you notice from that entry, chat, if you got in right off the EMA, your drawdown would have been less than 5 points. Your stop would have been probably below the previous candle's low, and you're targeting previous highs that were established, and you would have hit it. You would have actually got up there about 38 points. So that's a quick breakdown.
Go wide real quick. I gotta ask the chat. My shirt, why is it so tight?
Yeah, I think that's a tight. Guys, Baby PW's been working out, chat. That's where he's been at. He's been fishing and working out.
I've been doing 20 push-ups a day, son.
So
how many you been doing?
I do 6.
6?
Yeah, I'm up from 5 last year. So
come on.
I'm actually a little sore today because
DMONEY.
I
sore?
I had to force myself for that 6 one. So I'm a little sore.
Way. I'm getting out of here. It does seem almost too good to be true that it's just gonna keep on going.
Yeah, it's gonna keep grinding. Yeah, but it looks
5,400.
Yeah, that's the level I feel good about. So chat, on the 1 hour chart, if we can hold the 14 EMA 25,370, the 50 EMA has some room, guys, to the upside. Keep that in mind. Doesn't mean that it has to get there today because the market's gonna close in less than an hour at this point. So, but maybe like PW said, maybe the open tonight could be some fireworks, chat.
Well, I mean, I think it's also just the idea, like, if you're bigger money and you're trying to, there was a buyer. I watched him earlier when I was trading the live account.
Yeah.
There was a bot, like 45 cons kind of just sitting there on the bid, kept popping up. So, like, if you're a bigger trader and you want to position yourself into, like, Tuesday open, this might be a great spot to be long.
Yeah.
You know, just like the fact that, like, once the market actually starts trading tomorrow, we fill that gap to the upside before going lower, you know. Hey, same old story, right?
Yep.
If you're trying to short, do you want to short the bottom or short the top?
I agree. Somebody said let's trade silver. Yeah. You got to be sized appropriately, but
No, tell them just to go buy those Miami cons, baby. Plus silver. All in on Miami. I don't even like football. I don't even watch the games. That's the best part.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously I'm biased for Miami, but I hope they pull it out, man. I'm going to be watching, guys. Game's on tonight at 7:30. So, obviously I'm biased, but
hey, if Miami loses,
I'll be
crying.
All
I need is I just need one upset, one little surprise.
I think I think they have an advantage because they got home field advantage. I know it's going to be a little chilly. It is going to be a little chilly, but who cares? It's home field advantage. The crowd's going to be crazy. And I think they got I think it's our time, chat. You got Michael Irvin on the sideline going crazy.
Dude, so I'm positioned basically. I'm pretty heavy on Miami, but
Yeah.
I went in on basically I worked it out. So I did the over under on 42 points.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're not going to get over 42. So that way, if Indiana does win,
Yeah.
I basically still cover that 5K that I put on Miami.
Oh, Miami, yeah.
Where if Miami hits, like, I walk away with 20.
Yeah.
And only lost 2 from that other bet.
Yeah.
So,
I think Miami's going to win.
best case scenario, neither score over 42. and Miami wins. Worst case scenario, it's over 42 and Miami loses.
Yeah, with those two defenses though, 42 points is a lot in a championship game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you got to figure that.
I don't know much about football,
Yeah.
but I've been doing
So
the math.
hopefully,
The other day I was trading like San Francisco. You know, there was a point at the end of the
Yeah.
game where everybody's like, "Oh, fucking Philadelphia is gonna get this touchdown on this last 2-minute drive," and they fumbled, or they just like blew it. He threw the ball in the end zone.
Yeah,
like,
to
I
the
don't
end
know
zone.
where the ball went.
Yep.
And that's when the shares of Philadelphia of San Francisco were at like 20 cents in that last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So crazy. Like think about that. In the last 2 minutes, it went from 20 cents to fucking 99 cents. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching,
Thinking
man.
silver's volatile. Go trade the markets in the. You can trade anything. The fucking temperature.
Yeah, man.
Miami.
It's
you
like
start doing
crazy.
that. You
Yeah.
over here, Mr. Weatherman. I see Mr. Weatherman over here. Might be a new. Hey, because the thing is, like every morning you can be like, all right, chat. I think today the Miami, the high is gonna hit 80 degrees.
It's crazy,
Put
man.
$100 on it.
It's crazy.
Earlier, and then you can also do they have Bitcoin every 15 minutes.
Yeah, I saw you had a bet on
gets a
that.
little
You had a bet
wild
on that.
too.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like what I think it could really work for you, because what happens is people are trading that and they're not looking at like the idea of like reversals or like pops and drops.
Yeah.
So basically you have 15 minutes where maybe Bitcoin's pushing up, hits a resistance level and then drops 200 points. And so the odds go from like 80-10 to all of a sudden they just reverse, because Bitcoin, that's what I was trying to trade into, like almost like looking for those reversal setups, because the odds then are
Yeah.
Earlier, I put $5 in for a possible $100 payout on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
On 15 minutes, so you can you don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing around with it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing around with it.
Put $5 into it.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin drops $100 in the last minute before the candle closes, you can walk away with $100.
Yeah, with $100. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad, guys. Check it out. PW has the link in the chat. So, Kalshi, guys, use the code PW. You'll get a $10 bonus when you put in $100. Let's go. I got to get into it, guys. Most of you guys know I'm really into sports, so that's what PW is saying, is that I can be capitalizing.
This guy's going to be the WNBA fucking Kalshi king. Nah, but honestly, there's this guy on Kalshi who he's up over $100,000 in the last month, and he only trades Trump speeches.
Yeah.
We talked about it the other day.
Yeah.
And that was like, I traded Trump's speech the other day, and the thing is, like, you don't always have to trade the yeses. You can trade the no's.
Yeah.
So
that
the
he's
other
not
day,
going to say a certain.
during his speech, the speech was about milk. Right? And people had on there like Somalia.
Yeah.
So I said that he wouldn't talk about Somalia. I said no. And I ended up getting a big payout on that, because I think a lot of people thought that he was going to talk about it, but he never did.
Yeah.
I bet on
So you went the opposite of what everybody was thinking.
Well, I was thinking he's not. I'm like, this whole entire meeting is about milk.
Yeah.
You know, and there was like kids, and there was like, you know, like it was more of like for dairy farmers, and I'm like, is he really gonna all of a sudden be like, fuck Somalia in the middle of this dairy farmer thing? So that, I mean, and like I have a trade going right now on, will they convict anybody for the Minnesota fraud? I got
man.
I got it at 70.
You put no?
78
You put no?
No.
Yeah, I don't think.
By February 1st. The trade, by February 1st, if no one gets convicted, I get paid out.
Yeah.
I mean, looking real good right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna convict anybody. Right?
You know what's crazy too? You earn interest on your positions while you're trading. So there's people that are, every year you can trade, will Jesus come back? And it's like 90-10, right? Like obviously 90 no, and then 10 yes.
And 10 yes.
So like every year you could just go buy all the no's.
So you can close those. So say like you see it like it gets to like 95%, because I saw like on your screenshot, you can close it out early.
Yeah.
You can close it whenever you want.
Just like you're trading stocks.
Oh man.
There's an order book.
Guys.
There's an order book.
Yeah, this thing is money, man.
You can see the buyers and the sellers.
Yeah. So when you see it kind of shift your way, you can close it out anytime.
Oh yeah. The other day I was up, because I was in a trade where I was up like 40 points or $40 or 40 cents or whatever it was. And it was, you know, if it closes 100%, you'll get 99 cents. You get $1 payout. And then I could have sold for 95, but I was like, fuck it. I'm going to hold it. It was funny because it actually dropped back and then came back up. So
yeah.
No, it's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
I mean, I got like Jerome Powell for FOMC.
Yeah.
I fucking dig deep in that. Dig deep, buddy. You don't even understand, D. I'm dig deep in Jerome Powell. Because, you know, it used to be that we would trade NASDAQ.
Looking for his
moves.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, fuck it, why trade the NASDAQ when I can just trade the idea that he's going to talk about interest rates?
Yeah.
Or he's going to, I think one of the words is he's going to say, there's just like a whole list of words that you could basically say no or yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to say, he might say Trump.
Yeah.
During the next meeting.
Yeah.
So I'm
he's
betting
gonna have
on that,
yeah.
or I'm
Good
trading
chance.
shares. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because somebody actually, there's a market too who like you can trade who's going to be the next Fed chair. You can do that. Like I have money right now on who's going to be the next Venezuela president.
Oh man.
You can trade who's going to be the next USA president. Because right now JD Vance is like.
He got the highest
Well,
percentage.
he's only like 40 cents.
Yeah.
So like let's say you go all in on him at 40 cents and then 3 years from now he gets up to 90 cents because everyone's like he's gonna win. Well, you made that money.
You made that money.
And it's it's a 2 or 3 year trade.
You just let it ride. You just let it sit there and it builds up. It's gonna build up at
like right now, Florida, the next governor. There's a trade right now where you can say, will Florida be Republican or Democrat?
Yeah.
And it's like 85-15.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 85 yes that it'll stay Republican.
Yeah.
So I'm like. I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed thing, but
it higher odds. I think that it is.
Very high odds that we don't. That we're
Absolutely.
we're not
gonna swing to those. Yeah, exactly.
At this point.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, it's crazy, man.
there's a market to see who's gonna go to Mar-a-Lago this year. It has like Mark Zuckerberg, Sean Hannity, all these.
Yeah,
people.
all those people.
And
Yeah.
if any of those people go to Mar-a-Lago,
Then you're gonna bank.
paid. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like a totally different world of trading.
Yeah, man.
And I think there truly is an edge to it. Because there are people that you go on there and you see they're like, they don't lose. Because they do the research and they figure out like, okay, what's Trump talking about? What's Trump doing this week?
Yeah.
There's a whole market just on what Trump's gonna do.
Yeah, they're researching it and they got that's their edge.
Right. The odds on Trump getting or America taking over Greenland, at one point it was like 10%. Now it's 40%. Just because of what recently happened.
Yeah, what recently happened.
If you kind of saw the writing on the wall before,
you would have got in, and
you got in at 10 cents.
Exactly.
And you would just 4x your money.
Yep.
On the idea of America taking over Greenland before 2029.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 3-year bet.
You got a 3-year bet, man. Yeah, guys, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, chat.
See, especially for like WNBA, there's something that right? Like you can go on there and be like, I know that their starting players hurt.
Yeah.
Right. So if so and so is not going to be playing.
Yeah,
the
it's an
next game,
advantage. It's an advantage.
Like, even if you like that team, you're like,
they're probably going to lose. Yep.
Because they don't have their star.
Yep. That's a good point.
That's where the market moves, because if you keep track of all that and you know exactly who's where. I remember I used to do like fantasy football and stuff, and a lot of times they put in there like players that aren't even like playing anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
It's gonna hurt which will hurt your score. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna open an account, guys.
If there's money to be made, there's always an edge.
Yep. I'm gonna definitely open an account, chat. So PW got me.
Use that code PW when you open an account.
Yeah. I gotta open up an account, chat. So I'll make sure I use the code PW. So prices you can kind of look at on the 5-minute chart. You're kind of hanging out right below the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart, chat. That 25,387 level has been an area that we couldn't pop above so far. You're getting a sell-off, getting some resistance, right? You're kind of going into that resistance. So remains to be seen if we can kind of pop to the upside or not. But so far, that has been the last time we were here at 11:15. We had rejection back down to the downside. Where's the link? Yeah, it's pinned in the chat. So if you scroll up to the top of the chat, you'll see PW has. Yeah, so PW saying there's an app and a website. So you can see the link, guys. It's posted at the top. It says who's trading the Miami Indiana CFP game. So that'll get you to the link. You deposit $100, you get a $10 bonus using the code PW. Let's go. LOL, DMONEY not opening. No, I'm actually gonna open an account, chat. Because I watch a lot of sports. I honestly do. Not just, I know we joke about it, but I don't watch just the WNBA. I watch a lot of sports, guys. So like I might as well try it out. I've been trading Robinhood prediction markets. Yeah, so you're probably pro fast guy. Yeah, you're probably more versed on it than me. So D-Money, can you post a EMA video link? Yeah, hold on one second. See if I can find it. So if you go to videos, give me 1 second, let me find it. All right, so it's gonna be under, should be under videos. I'm trying to find it here. Give me 1 second, let me see if I can find your link. So I know, so basically it's like under some of the ones that when I talk about my strategy, guys, because this came up so many times. And so you probably have it filtered. You might have to filter it for videos that came out basically this year. All right, so this is, yeah, so you'll start seeing them. Let me post this one. Hold on 1 second. All right, so this is one of them, guys. And once you click on that one, I'm pretty sure the rest of them will come up. There's a pop, chat. There's a pop through 391. Let's go. So like I kind of said, if we can kind of break above this area, 25,390, look out. We're headed up to 400. New live doesn't allow replay option. Yeah, you got to wait. So if you're trying to replay it like here, currently right now, it'll be available soon. You have to wait. When will the market close? So I know a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of brokers, prop firms, etc. 12:45, guys. You guys are doing a great job. Hey, I appreciate that. Are you trading on TradingView? So I actually place my trades on Tradevate Prop, guys. That's the preferred platform of the BDH. Tradevate Prop. So I typically copy trade, chat. So I don't, as of right now, you can only take one, you can only trade one account on TradingView if you're taking directly off TradingView. So I leverage Tradevate Prop. That's the preferred platform of the BDH. Let's go. We're at 391, chat. So remember I kind of talked about 400 level or higher. 1 hour chart is pushing. And if it breaks out above 412, then I would say more upside coming. But you're running out of time here. I'm content, chat. Up about $1,000 per account. Not gonna force anything else, right? I feel good about where I'm at. Brand new week, guys. We got plenty of time left for the rest of the week. Today's only Monday. And we out here grinding, guys. So yeah, we just tapped 25,000. 398. So right at 400 level. I'm a Bills fan, so say what you want, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, Chad. I feel bad for Josh Allen yesterday. I watched some of that game. And, you know, but he had 3, you know, I'm not a fan of how his coach reacted at the end of the game, chat, like trying to say, oh, I'm standing up for Buffalo. Well, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, your quarterback had 3 or 4 turnovers yesterday. So I think you got to start with that, right? You're trying to blame, because there's plenty of times where plays and calls go in your favor as well, but you can't deny the fact that I think Josh Allen had at least 3 turnovers, maybe 4, guys. And normally, I mean, obviously that's not typical of him. And I know he was very emotional. He was crying when he was having the press conference, but I mean, you got to call it what it is. Did they fire his coach? Yeah. So that and that's why I think he was reacting that way, chat, because he kind of knew that was coming. Because they didn't make it all the way, right? So he was hanging on to that. He's been there 9 years, guys, so I don't feel sorry for him. He'll get another job. There was like 7 or 8 openings in the NFL, right? So he'll get another job, guys. Now the question is, where is he going to end up? But he'll definitely get another head coaching job somewhere. What trade copier? Trade prop. That's the preferred platform of the BDH. Let's go. He gone? Yeah, I see that right now. I saw that reaction. Guys, if you notice his reaction yesterday, he was fired up, chat. I guess he knew it. He wasn't ready to pack up, but he'll get another contract somewhere. He's a good coach. Send him to the Steelers? Yeah, he might be. So, chat, I think it's 12:09. These accounts are green here. Pretty good session in the midst of a bank holiday, MLK Day, low volume. BDH out here rocking out, guys, as always. So do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. I don't know why you're not. So why you wouldn't be. We got 2,200 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support, guys, on a holiday. We rocking out. If this is your first time tuning into the show, we rock out every morning, guys. So if I'm not mistaken, for the rest of the week, I'll be 9 a.m. If PW unretires, guys, I'll be streaming at 11 a.m.
I ain't never coming back.
So, but you're rocking out with DMONEY. I appreciate the support, chat. Lucid giveaway, yeah. So, are we gonna flash those across the screen, PW, or are they gonna get an email?
I mean, yeah.
For the Lucid.
We need some motherfucking pick 'em.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get the Lucid giveaway rolling right now, guys. Give me 1 second. Can you say I love you again? Why not? I love you. I love you. So just a slow grind. Nothing too surprising here, chat. We popped right up close to 400 level. Price is kind of stalling now, pulling back a little bit. You see the top wick on the current 15-minute candle. That's probably to be expected looking at the time that, you know, the current time. Not a surprise. It's going to be interesting, though, because look at this daily candle, chat. Long wick at the bottom, very small top wick. And we'll kind of see how this thing closes out. Where did we go for giveaway? Yeah, it was already posted. It's been posted multiple times. onlypropfirms.com/giveaways, as always. I made $600 trading first day on my funded account and content with that. Thank you, DMONEY. See y'all tomorrow. Hey, congrats. Best live stream ever. Hey, I love you. Somebody said PW's a pro fisherman now. Guys, you know PW has a fishing team, chat. I mean, like literally. Liquidate it. Let's go.
I got liquidated in the market so many times that I paid up to fish team.
Jerome is the co-captain? Yeah, I don't think so, guys. I'm a little salty, though, guys. PW let Jerome on the boat, apparently. So he's been letting him on the boat, guys. I've been here streaming. Jerome's been on the boat.
With them. Jerome got the ladies. They were man. Tonight, but they were fun.
You gotta love it.
I wouldn't leave them at my house without keeping an eye on
them.
them.
Yeah, I would hide your valuables, guys, with Jerome around. $3K day. Nice, Ice. Do you ever trade using a live account, or do you only trade funded accounts? Yeah, no live account for me. Might be looking at that this upcoming year, though, guys, right? The year that we just started. So I think PW actually had a post on that, too. I think it was yesterday. He kind of talked about leveraging the prop firms, and then might be not a bad idea to open up a live account as well, just to have it there.
That's the whole
that's
point,
the ultimate goal, right?
The point of being trading a prop firm is to get payouts at
Yep.
cheap,
Yep.
cheap upfront costs to be able to build your own trading account.
Yeah, so that's the goal, guys.
You're supposed to be a fucking full-time prop firm trader forever.
Yeah. Do you only take longs above VWAP? I don't use the VWAP, but a lot of times price, and when you look at the VWAP and you look at the EMAs, a lot of times it's actually reacting. They line up, if that makes any sense. So the EMAs and the VWAP, a lot of times they line up. So I use EMAs, 14 and 50 EMA, as well as the 200.
I'm out of here.
All right. I'll see you. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah.
Hey, man. Remember, dream big.
In the UK, can they trade tax-free? Oh, in the UK, you can trade free spread betting on any market? Nice. Nice. So, yeah, Chad, I think pretty good day in the midst of what we're dealing with here. Passed my first take profit trading eval today and have 3 more that are all over 1K with really positive win rates. Any suggestions on trading intraday drawdown? First shot coming up tomorrow. Yeah, so my advice, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and I always say that, but my advice would be take profit when you have it on the table. So I'll give you an example. So there's plenty of times today, and you guys kind of saw that. There was the trade I held for like over 20 minutes. There was plenty of times where I was up 20 points, guys, or sorry, 15 points on the trade, and then you had a pullback, and then you had expansion finally to the upside, right? I think I ended up taking the 10, 11 points, and then I ended up re-entering, right, as an example. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. If you got trailing drawdown, when that profit's on the table and you're up, if you don't take profit at the high point, you're going to impact your trailing drawdown. So as an example, if you're up $500 on a trade and you got $2,000 worth of drawdown in your account, and you let basically your profit dissipate, and you close that trade out, even at break even, guys, you're going to lose $500 of drawdown, believe it or not. That's how it works. So you want to take profit when it's on the table. So if you're greedy and you're trading with trailing drawdown, chat, that could backfire. Hey, D-Money, which prop firm can I use in South Africa? To be honest, you want to go, I would leverage only propfirms.com to compare prop firms, and you can get your information there. No, Lucid is end of day drawdown. Lucid is end of day drawdown. Speaking of Lucid, 40% off Lucid Black, 5 account minimum. Use the code PW. Let's go. So I'm getting clarification on the giveaway, guys. Give me 1 second. Hang tight here. All right, so if you won, chat, you're gonna get an email. So look out for your email, guys. We're gonna pick three people for those accounts. You will get an email. So just stay tuned for that. You're gonna get an email. So keep an eye on your email, guys. Obviously, we have your email if you registered on onlypropfirms.com. So that's how we're gonna be able to send the email, and that's how you'll get it. Guys, we out here rocking. You got D-Money. You got dropped a lot of sauce today, guys. It's we have PW making an appearance. You never know what you're gonna get, guys. Yeah, PW is officially the third. Actually, he was the fourth guest, because you had Editor, you had Ginger, you had Jerome, and now you have PW, guys. So we off to a big start in 2026. Had 4 guests already. It's not even the end of January. How many did we have last year? I had 0. That's why it's a big deal. Let's go. Oh, man. Gotta love it. I've never traded funded accounts. Only use my live account on Interactive Brokers. Yeah, so Marquise, so basically Interactive Brokers has been around for a long time. I'm pretty familiar with them. I used to trade futures, or I used to trade Forex, sorry. So they've been around for years and years and years. So I was one of those traders, guys. I was stuck in the cycle of trading with non-regulated brokers, basically in the Forex space. Had a few prop firms, took some payouts from, and they dissipated basically, it feels like overnight, and was looking for a different option. And that's where I kind of just start researching on YouTube, chat, and stumbled upon PW and saw that there was prop firm trading for futures, and I was hooked. So PW left, guys, but he might have the stream on in his car. So if he does, I love you. I love you. So really nice pop to 400, chat. We just hit 400 level that I was talking about, right? We just popped to 25,401.25. Like I said, I don't see a reason to get short at all. Any retracement to the EMAs is being respected. You get a candle that closes right back above them, and then you get more expansion to the upside. So no reason for shorts. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Market for a majority of traders is going to be closing down here in less than 25 minutes, chat. All right, so we got an update. So winners are up top, guys. Looks like you got Lika, you got Greg, and you got Martin. Lika, Greg, and Martin. You are the winners of the 50K Lucid Black accounts. 50K accounts. Congratulations. What are those? They are not me. Yeah. So, congrats to the winners, guys. If you didn't win this time, I know we haven't had a ton of giveaways on the DMONEY show, but I actually kind of take pride in that because that means that people that are tuning into the show, they're tuning in for hopefully some value and not just free accounts like some of these other streams out there, right? We're not going to throw shade, but just keeping it real. So I'm sure there'll be another giveaway at some point, chat. So if you didn't win this time, there's always next time. Somebody said a redo. Yeah, that's not happening. We're not doing a redo. How old am I? I'm old enough to be I'm old enough to be a daddy. I'm a pappy. I'm the pappy boss. What up, D? Hope you had a good day. I didn't trade today. God bless you, brother. Hey, Javier, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm grinding, guys. I'm up on these accounts. I'm not complaining, right? These accounts are up almost $1,000 per account. So, you know, we'll take it, chat. We'll take it on a day like today. And what I mean by that is I had to hold that last trade forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. So, DMONEY looks 25. Hey, Julia, I appreciate that. I try, guys. It's juice and berries. That's what I use for my facial routine. So, we'll get into that on another stream. I don't want to give away the sauce at the end of a stream, guys. I'd rather, you know, got to have you guys coming back for the facial sauce, you know? DMONEY, much love to you, PW, and the BDH staff. Hey, I appreciate it. Lika, congrats on the account, on the free account. Somebody said they thought I was 19. Let's go. I'll put it like this, guys. I still get carded everywhere. I'm not going to lie. I still get carded. If I try to go buy a beer or something, I get carded. So, black don't crack. Pause on the facial sauce. Yeah, it wasn't intended to be perceived in a wrong way, guys. I'm just being honest. Made 3K today. DMONEY, thanks for the analysis and everything you do. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. Are you still single in the market, DMONEY? Max, yeah. So Max, are you a female or a male? I'm single for the females. So if you're a female, guys, and you rock it out with DMONEY, you know the socials. Demarius trades in Q. Let's go. You can hit me up on X. You can hit me on IG. All right, guys. So, first time listening, you are excellent at your read. Very impressed, proud of you. Hey, Gary, I appreciate the kind words. I really appreciate that. I don't take it for granted, guys. A lot of humbling responses I get on X all the time. IG, guys, I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted. This is my dream job. I said that a million times, chat. Try to do the best that I can do. I'm not perfect. As you guys saw, that first trade didn't play out, but the rest did. Let's go. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, chat. Rock out every day. When PW is not streaming in the morning, I stream 9 a.m. When he does stream in the morning, guys, I'll be coming on directly after PW, somewhere around 11 a.m. So just stay tuned for that. If you haven't hit the like button, you know what to do. I appreciate the support, guys. We're at 2,300 likes on the stream. Cray, guys. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know if we were going to hit 2,000 likes today because of the holiday. And you guys showed up and showed out, guys. So I appreciate the support. What size do I normally trade? Yeah, it just depends. I got some 50K Apex accounts. I got some 150K Lucid accounts. Man, I just made $600 for my first day on Lucid. DMONEY, you the man. In your words, just need a little money. Yeah, Byron, congrats. Keep going, man. That's the cool part about trading, chat. I want to see everybody win, to be honest. You winning, chat, does not impact anybody else, right? Because we're not even, unless you're on a live account and you're still not, you right? The majority of people are not on a live account, guys. Your trades are not even going, right? They have zero impact on me making money, right? Or the next person making money. So I want to see everybody win, chat. That's why it's always funny when you see a hater pop up in the chat, because, you know, you just focus on yourself, I guess. What's the plan for the week, DMONEY? You back on the afternoon or mornings for the week? Yeah, so I'm going to be, I'm in the mornings going forward, chat. It just depends on what time in the morning, right? So if PW is streaming in the morning, chat, he's doing his normal slot. He'll be on at 9 a.m. If I'm streaming, but if he's fishing or he has something else going on, I'll be doing the 9 a.m. But if he's streaming in the morning, guys, I'll come on directly after PW. That could be anywhere between like 10:30, 11 o'clock, to be honest. Do I prefer the AM more than the PM? Typically, yes, because there's typically better price action. There's been times in the afternoon where I'm stuck in a trade for hours, guys. So if you thought that 20-minute trade or 25-minute trade that I was in earlier, that's nothing compared to the afternoon session, guys. I mean, a lot of people here can kind of tell. I've been in a trade before for like 2 hours, chat, waiting for the movement, right? So it just depends on what's going on. So tomorrow is who? Stay tuned, Mario, to the channel. You'll see the thumbnail and you'll see, if you see PW solo, guys, that means that he's doing the 9 a.m. show. If you see me solo, that means I'm doing the 9 a.m. show. So just stay tuned, guys. I know PW has some fishing, I think, towards the end of the week, right, Ginger? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, I think that was Thursday and Friday. Yeah. So Thursday and Friday for sure, guys, I'm 9 a.m. I can tell you that right now. PW has more. He has another fishing tournament. So as far as tomorrow or Wednesday, I would say just stay tuned, guys. One of us will be doing the 9 a.m. stream. I really do love you in the AM. That was my next thing to ask. You think we'll still be able to catch good price action? Yeah, I think so. Typically. Real talk, D. I use your calls to validate what I'm also seeing, and it helps me know that we're looking at different signs, we tend to end up in the same call, which is a huge help. Yeah. So K Kemp. So chat. That's the purpose as we slowly grind higher on the chart. We're at 25,409. What I'll say, chat, is the purpose of my show is to hopefully, if you enjoy how I trade and maybe you're, adding some of that to your toolbox, that you're able to kind of see some of the stuff that I'm calling out, maybe even before I call it out, chat. The other thing is that there's different ways to trade. So I'm not the trader that's going to tell you that your way is wrong and my way is the only way to make money. Maybe you have a different trading style, and that's fine, right? If it works for you, it works for you. So it's funny how in trading, though, you can end up at the same destination as somebody else trading differently, right? Because I'm a believer, chat, that if price is trending, putting in higher highs and higher lows as an example, anything's going to work, right? Like any strategy, in my opinion, if you're a trend trader and the market's trending, it's going to work, right? If market's putting in higher highs and higher lows, any indicator is probably going to work, right? Because it's grinding to the upside. But when the market's ranging, that's when it's more difficult. When the market's stuck in a price range, it gets more difficult, chat. And you have to kind of adapt to trading the range. That's my thought process anyway. You trade like a pro. I appreciate that. Guys, you guys are going to make me cry, guys, and I'm going to get fired. PW told me no crying on stream, guys. He said if I got to cry to go in my car and shake it off and come back. I'm just joking. Yeah, I used the 1450 and 200 EMA, chat. 1450 and 200 EMA. So if you continue to tune into the shows, you will see, to the streams, you'll see that I talk about them all the time, and I try to leverage them, chat. So, all right, guys. So it's I'm gonna call it here, guys. It's 12:33. Market's gonna close in about 12 minutes, so no need to stick around for that, right? So I appreciate the support, guys. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. Looks like we're at 2,300 likes on the stream. I appreciate that, guys. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. And my famous words, guys, I'll leave you with, I love you. We gone.